What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. This is day 4 of the LIL DURK trial, you guys. Listen, we got an update with the text message. Some text messages going on with LIL DURK. Let me see if I can bring that clip up. I'm going to just play the audio. I'm going to play the audio. Here we go.
Legend text messages from Lil Durk took center stage this morning at the Lil Durk trial. Let me break it down for you. What you see behind me is an illustration that I just made. It's not the actual text messages. This is just so you can help follow my breakdown. The prosecution now claims that, look, there's a text where Durk says, don't book no flights under my name. That shows his knowledge of the conspiracy, his attempt to distance himself from the conspiracy and criminal liability, and him directing people how to pull it all off. Brian Steele got a chance to cross-examine the lead detective on this text message. I thought Brian Steele did a phenomenal job, basically tore him to pieces, but there was still some work that needs to be done. It didn't get done. That's going to be something Durk's going to have to deal with on another witness if you ask me. Let me break it down. So the message starts, and Steele goes, all right, detective, this is Durk Banks sending some type of Instagram link to the person. The text like, yeah, okay. And then Steele's like, well, what did he send him? What's this link about? And the text's like, I don't know. He's like, oh, you didn't look? He's like, nah. Okay, not very good investigation work for one of the most, if not the most critical text messages in the whole case. And then he says, Durk Banks, Steele goes, all right, Durk's next message, he's still going to post, okay? What's that about? The detective's like, I don't know. Okay, then he says, I'm going to fall back off this shit. What's that about? The detective's like, I don't know. Okay, then he says, blood. What's that about, detective? He's like, oh, I think he's just trying to get his attention. Like, yo. Bryce is like, okay, then he says, don't book no flights under no names involved with me. What's that about? He's like, oh, that's it. That's him saying, I don't want to be involved with the flights that we're arranging for the people to go from Chicago to LA. That shows his knowledge of the experience. Steele's like, okay. And then what's the next message where the guy sends him back a link? Text like, I don't know. I didn't see it. So Steele did a great job showing that for what is the most important text message conversation in this trial, potentially, or probably, the detective can't even give you the context of all these posts and statements that are made in and around that. And then Steele suggested, hey, did you ever look to see if they were talking about some other flights? And the guy's like, no, I don't know. In my opinion, if I were a juror, I'd be looking at that going, okay, well, what was it about? I'd really want to know what it was about. And if you told me what it was about, I would say the government is full of fucking you-know-what. I just said the F, but I didn't say the S. So it goes. Next video, we're going to cover the rest of what the detective said and the rest of Brian Steele's cross-examination. Like, comment, follow. Let me know you need part 2.
All right. So then the text message. So it just proved that Durk was aware, saying, don't put the flights in his name. Let's give a rundown of what's going on in the court. The lead detective returned to the witness stand, and LIL DURK defense attorney Brian Steele has been conducting aggressive cross-examination. One main focus is how the investigation handled interviews with the 3 cooperating witnesses: OTF Jam, OTF Vonnie, and Flacca Jones. One point, the defense is emphasizing, according to the courtroom reporting, investigators interviewed OTF Jam roughly 30 times before recording only 3 interviews. Interviews involving Vonnie reported was not recorded, while one recorded Flacca was recorded. Steele appears to be using this to question how reliable the investigators documented whether uh, cooperators. Let me make sure I got my notes here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. The cooperators told them. Steele also got the detective to acknowledge that the cooperating witness has a powerful incentive to cooperate because they were facing potentially severe sentencing themselves. That fits into the defense larger argument that Durk is being blamed by people trying to reduce their own exposure. The government, however, says that these witnesses provide firsthand evidence connecting Durk to the alleged plot. This is getting to the plaintiff evidence is getting challenged. Another interesting issue today involving Durk allegedly telling Jason Smith not to book the flights under Durk's name. The defense has highlighted evidence suggesting some flights have already been booked, and that Smith later booked return flights using the same card anyway. The defense appears to be attacking the government's theory that Durk controlled everyone's movement simply because expenses were connected to him or to his organization. The government's overall case remains that Dirk financed direct revenge plot against Quando Rondo following King Von's death. Dirk's lawyer said that Kayvon Grant Otiavani, not Dirk, organized the operation. The biggest moment could be when OTF Jam, OTF Vani, or Flacca actually takes the stand. Prosecutors have identified three as cooperating witnesses, and the defense have already stated laying groundwork to attack their credibility before juries hear from them. It is distinguished. So again, we are distinguished confirmed courtroom preference. This is all from social media of different people that's actually in the courtroom regarding this. But again, when it comes to those text messages, that is the thing that's going to get Dirk in trouble. And I also got a video from where's that video at? From my boy, where he at? Because I saved it. Let me play that audio clip. Make sure y'all share and thumbs up here. Give me a second while we do that. Bring that audio clip up. Okay, this is Whack 100, and this is what he had to say about Dirk being a snitch.
Dirk is a snitch. Nah. Hey, listen, man. It's too many of y'all. Listen, one thing about the exposers. When we call you a rat because you ratted, it's documented, it's right there. Let's get this right. This guy went over here and made a deal with the feds. He made a deal with the feds and said, I did all this and all this and all this and all that. I committed all these acts, whatever they may be, because Lil Durk told me to do it or paid me to do it. That's what he said. He put that out there already. Lil Durk's attorneys simply said, hey, you did all that because you wanted to do all that. Yes, you did all that. How do we know? Because you copped to the federal agents to say you admitting to doing that. He admitted to doing that. So if he admitted to doing that and then followed up with Dirk told me and paid me to do it, I did it for Dirk. Is Dirk not supposed to say, I ain't paid you to do nothing. I don't know about nothing you talking about. You did that because you chose to do that, and the people know you did that not because I told them, it's because you told them. So how you calling Dirk a rat? Hey, look, man, some of y'all civilians who ain't never did time, been in no courtrooms, and all of that, y'all need to stop talking. Y'all sound crazy, man. Free Dirk. Stop the cap.
That was that. And I want to add on to that. Like, if you said that, no, Dirk told me to do it, all that, you best believe I'm going to tell my lawyer, hell no. I ain't telling them niggas, they did it on their own. I ain't telling them to do that shit. So that don't make you out to be no snitch. If you face a life sentence, you best believe I'm gonna be on. Best believe I'm gonna be on it. Like, come on now. Let's not play these games in here. Let's see these clips.
Courthouse, allegedly, OTF Jam is going to be testifying today. It's going to be crazy. Now, look, for me, I'm very, very excited to see him go up against Brian Steele. We obviously saw Brian Steele going absolutely crazy against YSL Woody in the whole, YSL Rico trial. It was absolutely wild. Realistically, YSL Woody being an unreliable witness and getting his credibility trashed, mainly by Brian Steele and his team, is what basically saved Young Thug. I've always said it. I've said it numerous times, even though people don't like me saying it. The YSL Woody saved Young Thug. Young Thug wouldn't be out here in the world walking around free with a tank top on, you know what I'm saying, talking about this person's a rat, that person's a rat, if it wasn't YSL Woody. King Rat, all right? And YSL Woody don't like me, but it is what it is, man. We just being honest about what's going on out here in the public space. So, allegedly, Jam is going to be testifying today. I'm hearing that it is going to be absolutely wild. This might be the craziest day of the whole trial. I don't know how long it's going to go on for. I would think that he's got to be up there a while because he's basically the star witness. And I don't think that there's really any other way that they can, take this case all the way without Jam support. So I'm very curious. I know there's a lot of people mad at me today about the whole thing yesterday with, Dirk blaming everything on Vonnie. I might do a quick little update about that in a minute, but at the end of the day, don't get mad at me. Facts don't care about your feelings. At the end of the day, that is what happened, all right? There was a whole bunch of stuff put on Vonnie, and, you know, Jam is basically going to add to it. Vonnie's going to take the stand eventually. And look, I do agree with a lot of what people are saying. You know, Dirk's doing what he's supposed to do. If Vonnie is completely copping to all the crimes and organising everything, he's got to point the finger back at him. It would be dumb for him to, you know, stay solid and say, oh, I don't know, I'm not going to put anything on Vonnie, but I don't know what happened. That would be dumb. That wouldn't be such a good defense. It wouldn't get him anywhere. So it is what it is, man. But everybody's anticipating a wild day of testimony from OTF Jam. It is going to be wild. We heard some crazy details about him, you know, sending some text messages and offering to slide and stuff like that. And yeah, just absolutely crazy. I'll see you with an update.
Brian Steele is a lawyer that I will want if I'm facing life. He don't play. He's a good attorney. And that's got to be a good attorney. And I guarantee he probably said, no, Dirk, we going to put this on OTF Jam. He did it. He signed it up. So he's going to turn. Let's see one of the clips that came in on the title. Let's see this
I
one.
want to give you guys another update following on from yesterday. I never said that Lil Durk's a snitch, but what I did say is that he's blaming everything on Vonnie. I'm sticking by that. I know a lot of people
He can blame everything on Vonnie.
Doing a little performance, just trying to, you know, come up with the best way that they can ignore the facts and twist the facts to try and defend Dirk and, you know, placate the Free Dirk crowd. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm just here reporting the facts to you. And look, I don't think that Dirk's snitching. I don't think Dirk's lawyers are snitching. I don't think it qualifies as snitching. I'm not someone who even cares about snitching. But what I do want to say that was crazy that nobody else is talking about was that when Dee Dee's lawyer had his opportunity to speak, in the opening statement, and it was said that basically, you know, anything that the other lawyers say, unless people opt out of it, unless Brian Steele and Drew Findlay opt out of what Dee Dee or Lindsay's lawyer are saying, they all agree with it. So in the opening statement, Dee Dee's lawyer said that Vonnie was a sophisticated criminal that was part of an international car theft ring, and he had ties to the cartel. Now, look, I don't think nothing is snitching. At the end of the day, you've got to do what you got to do. But they're talking about, hey, Vonnie has got ties to the cartel. Now, I ain't heard about no ties to the cartel until that. They're putting stuff on Vonnie that I hadn't heard before. Now, I would love to know what the evidence is that Vonnie has ties to the cartel. Is that something that Vonnie said? Is that something that Dirk and Dee Dee's lawyers dug up? I didn't hear any protest from, you know, any of Dirk's main lawyers that they didn't want to be part of this information being included in the opening statement that Vonnie was tapped in with the cartel. So look, I don't know what all of that means, but they are blaming everything on Vonnie. That is an absolute fact. People are just super in their feelings because they're not hearing what they want to hear. But I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. All these other guys, take note, all of these other guys that are just telling you what you want to hear, they're just capping. They're listening to what's going on in the courtroom and they're thinking, like, how can I twist this to tell people what they want to hear? They're trying to get clicks. They're trying to get views. They're basically trying to twist the facts to just feed people the stuff they want to hear. I'm not doing that, right? I've been here being factual with you guys every day. When I told everyone that Dirk took a W when they severed the charges, everyone was gassed. They were overjoyed. They were loving me. Suddenly, Dirk fans loved me, right? And now I'm telling you the truth. He's blaming everything on Vonnie, which is exactly what happened. Now you're all mad. Now you're all salty. I'm hearing people saying, oh, you should be banned from the courtroom, all of this nonsense. Well, look, I'm just being honest. You ain't going to find as honest of a take anywhere else as you will on my page. So stay locked in. I'll be back. I'm going to be posting more on X today because it's kind of hard to get in and out of the courtroom. So what I'm probably going to do is just, pop out during the breaks, make quick X posts so I don't have to leave the courthouse. Then in the full-blown lunch breaks, I'll be out doing the long video for my main channel or the second channel, Trent Ross, and these little quick updates here. So I appreciate you guys, and I will see you in there.
All right, let's see what they got to say right here.
Outside the courthouse, we got a whole bunch of friends. We made new friends. We made haters along the way, man. There's a whole lot going on out here. But what is going on is that there was some new testimony. The lead detective on the case has been testifying. They gave some more information. We ended yesterday after we kind of heard all of the updates about, we saw the surveillance footage inside the gas station convenience store. We saw the shooting as it happened. But this time we saw a whole bunch of extra stuff. And really, we heard a lot about the cars, right? It was here Dirk be talking about, we on them cars? Well, apparently they was really on them cars. Now, the BMW that Vonnie was driving was hiding 2 blocks away, about 7 minutes walk away, 2 blocks driving from when the murder happened. But what's crazy is we actually heard that it's likely that when Quando Rondo's car fled the scene after the shooting, it might have actually driven right past where Vonnie's BMW was hiding. But you know what's even more crazy? It wasn't entirely clear before exactly what was going on. We know that that BMW had gone to and from Dirk's house a whole bunch of times, but they revealed Vonnie was trying to be slick. He basically allegedly had driven that BMW, all right, from 2 blocks down the street after seeing Quando Rondo's car go past. He went and parked the BMW somewhere in Hollywood. And you know what he did? He then got an Uber directly to Dirk's house from where he left the car. And they know where he left the car. So that's not really a great look, to be honest with you guys. That's not looking too good for Vonnie. So right after that, all right, that's basically what we ended up seeing was everybody linked up at In-N-Out before Vonnie ditched the car. But apparently, quite literally minutes before, as the alleged killers were walking into In-N-Out to go and get a burger, the flights home was suddenly booked. Someone from Dirk's team allegedly booked the flights. It was connected to his Amex account. And basically, they're saying that the flights were booked and then the killers had it In-N-Out and then they flew back to Chicago. A whole bunch of them together. So that's not really such a great look. All right. It honestly was like pretty intense. I mean, I'm trying to see what else was going on. There was a whole bunch of other interesting stuff, but I'm going to get to it in a different video for you guys. But that's kind of the update on the car. There was a whole bunch of stuff about the car. The cross-examination didn't really yield too much. They tried to say, oh, well, you know, they said at the rental spot, they had a selfie with the guy that runs the rental spot with Dirk. They said, well, they had pictures of people with other celebrities. And the detective was just like, I don't remember any of that. And it was like, what were they going to do? Be like, oh, yeah, there was a picture of, you know, I don't know, the rental shop owner with LeBron. Maybe LeBron committed the murder. It's like, yeah, but one of the murder cars didn't end up and go to and from LeBron's house. So it was a little bit of a strange line of questioning. But yeah, they're doing everything they can. And obviously everything's been very controversial since yesterday, that they said, you know, Vonnie was blaming everything on Dirk. Dirk was blaming everything on Vonnie. So it's definitely getting a little bit messy. There's a couple of really big updates, and we're all anticipating alleged testimony from OTF Jam. So I'll let you know when that happens. Peace.
All right. Oh, I gotta see if the OTF Jam testified. Okay, here we go.
Today was a very long and extended look at what was going on inside that In-N-Out burger location after the murder happened. Now we saw basically, you know, the alleged hitters along with Dee in the In-N-Out, but not only were they in the In-N-Out, they were checking their phones. They were all looking at their phones. At one point, Dee put his arm around Jam and showed him something on his phone. It was ages, and I'm not going to lie, we saw the whole footage. It was multiple minutes long. It was a long-ass time. We basically watched them waiting for their whole order in In-N-Out, and what was seriously crazy about that is the whole time they looking shifty. I'm not going to lie, they were low-key looking like people that might have just done something they shouldn't have done. The whole time they in In-N-Out, they looked at their phones, they looking over their shoulders, looking around, they kind of looking mad shifty, looking out the windows as if they thinking, yo, I hope the cops don't turn up any second. That was kind of crazy on its own. But then, like, in addition to that, they all on their phones. They're all looking at their phones, sharing things, looking at each other. Jam's talking on the phone for an extended period of time. It looks a little bit like Dee's kind of looking at Jam. So I'm like, hey, why are you talking on the phone? But they're all looking at their phones. Everybody was looking at their phones. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. Dirk looked pretty pissed off when that was going on. I'll be real with you. I feel like he looked... you know, a little bit upset. He looked frustrated. He kind of grimaced at certain points, and they brought up his Amex records showing the, you know, flights had been booked in his Amex account basically after everyone had their In-N-Out burger, and he kind of, I noticed like a little bit of a grimace from him. So I'm not going to lie, that In-N-Out footage was definitely not a good look. You know, a bunch of guys that allegedly just did a hit, they're all in the In-N-Out burger wearing the same shoes and the same pants that they were wearing in the footage of the hit. And then they all on their phones. Immediately after that, we were then shown the TMZ clip. Obviously, it's, you know, the same incident where after the shooting, the car kind of pulls over at another gas station in Hollywood, and we hear Quando screaming no as Pab is pulled out from the car. It's really, really sad stuff. That clip that we saw on TMZ. Now, they didn't say this yet, but it did give you the impression that perhaps that was what they were looking at on their phones inside In-N-Out, because they said that the TMZ reporter had been dispatched immediately to the scene after Quando was on the street screaming no. That's how it was all captured on video. There were apparently amateur videographers, TMZ reporters, everybody was all there trying to get their little clip. And it's honestly dark, to be honest with you, to think that somebody gets killed and you know, their friend is screaming no on the side of the street, and people's first thought is to get the camera out and film. TMZ's first thought is to send somebody down there. That's honestly dark. But anyway, it did seem like that might be what they were looking at. And then there was a whole back and forth about this supposed message that Dee had sent tagging Quando Rondo. Now they're saying that actually, no, he was just resharing another post, but still didn't look good. And I'll be honest with you, while Dee's lawyers was talking, I feel like Dirk's lawyers were looking a bit pissed off, because it was like, you making the block hot right now. I'll let you know all about that in another video. I'll see you soon.
All right, so that's the that piece. Okay, so You definitely have the updates on that. There's a lot going on. Being at the In-N-Out Burger, the translation. But again, with the text message that I'm definitely going to play of one of the people was saying about the text message. This is not really looking too good for Lil Durk, to really put him involved as being for the murder for hire. But let me just play this clip again for lawyers. Um, what's his
Text messages.
Lawyers for Workers. Let me play his clip again.
From Little Dirk took center stage this morning at the Little Dirk trial. Let me break it down for you. What you see behind me is an illustration that I just made. It's not the actual text messages. This is just so you can help follow my breakdown. The prosecution now claims that, look, there's a text where Dirk says, don't book no flights under my name. That shows his knowledge of the conspiracy, his attempt to distance himself from the conspiracy and criminal liability, and him directing people how to pull it all off. Brian Steele got a chance to cross-examine the lead detective on this text message. I thought Brian Steele did a phenomenal job, basically tore him to pieces, but there was still some work that needs to be done. It didn't get done. That's going to be something Dirk's going to have to deal with on another witness. If you ask me, let me break it down. So the message starts and Steele goes, all right, detective, this is Dirk Banks sending some type of Instagram link to the person. The text like, yeah, okay. And then Steele's like, well, what did he send him? What's this link about? And the text's like, I don't know. He's like, oh, you didn't look? He's like, nah. Okay, not very good investigation work for one of the most, if not the most critical text messages in the whole case. And then he says, Dirk Banks, Steele goes, all right, Dirk's next message, he's still going to post, okay? What's that about? The text like, I don't know. Okay, then he says, I'm going to fall back off this shit. What's that about? The text like, I don't know. Okay, then he says blood. What's that about, detective? He's like, oh, I think he's just trying to get his attention. Like, yo. Brian says, like, okay. Then he says, don't book no flights under no names involved with me. What's that about? Detective's like, oh, that's it. That's him saying, I don't want to be involved with the flights that we're arranging for the people to go from Chicago to LA. That shows his knowledge of the script. Steele's like, okay. And then what's the next message where the guy sends him back the link? Detective's like, I don't know. I didn't see it. So Steele did a great job showing that for what is the most important text message conversation in this trial, potentially, or probably, the detective can't even give you the context of all these posts and statements that are made in and around that. And then Steele suggested, hey, did you ever look to see if they were talking about some other flights? And the guy's like, no, I don't know. In my opinion, if I were a juror, I'd be looking at that going, okay, well, what was it about? I really want to know what it was about. And if you told me what it was about, I would say the government is full of fucking you-know-what. I just said the F, but I didn't say the S. So it goes. Next video, we're going to cover the rest of what the detective said and the rest of Brian Steele's cross-examination. Like, comment, follow. Let me know you need part 2.
So I don't want to say how a detective not know everything in the text message, saying no, 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 and then Dirk said don't book anything under a name. That could be kind of incriminating himself and saying don't book anything under my name as being an orchestra, or it could be don't buy no flights for your baby mama, or don't book any flights for your friends, don't put it under my name. We really don't know, but with that, we took it at face value. He said don't book any flights on his name. Now he didn't say, well, yeah, we going out there, we gonna be taking out Quando Wanda. Like, no, like it was nothing like that. So again, it's kind of weak on Dirk's part. It's kind of weak, though, the government's part with Dirk, because it's not really showing any proof that Lil Durk orchestrated a murder for hire. You know what I'm saying? Now I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. Even I don't even see it with the stalking and stuff. I don't see it on his page with that either. Of course, his associates, of course. Wow. Um, so give me a second. We got some updated tweets here. So I'm going to read some tweets here. They're saying, I'm going to start. Oh, okay. Yeah. Trap Lord. Okay. Let me read some of the tweets. They said, Dirk Hitman caught on In-N-Out camera, all checking their phones, likely looking at the news of Quando screaming. No. The footage from TMZ was shown in court immediately after. DD tagged Quando in a post after the shooting and that killed Lil Pab, saying exactly this at Quando 10, where your pop was at, gang. risky. So that was kind of crazy. Why would you commit a crime and then tag him in the post? Weird. Didi sent the news clips Lil Pat Murder to the following people right after with a message saying he playing crazy. Sent to Lil Varney, OTL Vanya, TTE Wicked Man, Brizzo. Also, it said after scouting the hit in the BMW M5, OTL Vonnie parked the car in Hollywood and got an Uber right to Dirk's house. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. They said Dirk looked stressed, rubbed his forehead, doing a long shot of the killers, all looking at their phone and in and out, following by the MX record where all killers' flights booked on his account. Dirk literally looked stressed. That's what one court insider is saying. They said Diddy lawyers just clapped back, saying Diddy didn't write the message, adding Quando it was just a repost. But I'm making a point. He revealed that this was a post. Quando screaming no after the murder. Dirk's lawyer looked uncomfortable that this was being discussed for so long. They also said Dirk's iCloud username was Spot got him one. They said Dirk screenshot. They also said Dirk screenshot academic post on Quando shooting in 2021. They also got it right here. They said that Switch confirmed as the murder weapon. Screenshots show five shell casing flying through the air at the same time. That is the reports that we are getting of people that's actually in the courtroom, sharing what they're sharing in the courtroom. So that is definitely their support, sharing that actually in the courtroom. So give me a second and see if I can see whatever else is coming up. Let me see anybody else have any tweets here. Let me read what he said. Okay, let me scroll down. 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 Let me go all the way up.
Also, OTF DDs. So they have 3 recordings. OTF Jam. Out the 30 times they did interviews with him. Also, OTF DDs. Instagram messages, his DMs, meta internal that was given to the detective Series, I think is how you pronounce his name. And he was showing DMs today from before the drive-by and after the drive-by, but not just those few days, a year of DMs during that time period. So that was what was shown this morning.
Okay, that was that. That's one of the reporters there. Michael there. Also, let me see about this. It said Lil Durk looked more gloomy yesterday. As soon as Brian Sale did his cross, he started to smirk and shake his head and look directly at Steele. Today was his first cross. Another report. This is one of the reporters in the courtroom. It was revealed today in court that Lil Durk fired OTL Vonnie in January of 2023. Also, they said Brian Steele. With regards to Mr. Banks, they did not speak to Mr. Hess or OTF jail on the 17th, 18th, 19th, or 20th. The text said file records are attached don't show that. Brian Steele discussing during his crossing how OTF Bonnie used the same MX card the day after. A text Lil Durk text to Jason Smith telling him don't book no flights under no names involving me. Brian Steele, it caught your eye. It caught your eye that there was a photograph of Mr. Banks on the wall at Exotic Rentals. There were also other famous people on the wall. Detective said, I don't recall. Brian Steele said there's nothing sinister with the photo on the wall. And detective said, no. Because of course, this rental place is for a lot of celebrities. Let me see. Okay. There's a prosecutor went back up and asked the detective if he knew that NBA Youngboy was. And then they said this is how the beef started. Brian Steele will object. Prosecutor asks, do you know about Quando Wando challenge? Detective said yes. What was the Quando Wando challenge? People reenacting the TMZ video. And then a video then played in court of social media influencer famous Richard reenacting the TMZ video. Again, you guys, it's a lot. It's heating up in court. We also will open up the phone lines. If anyone wants to call in you're more than welcome to call in and give your thoughts on this particular case. It's not looking too good in this case. Not looking too good at all for Lil Durk associates. I really believe that Lil Durk can get off. It's possible, but if he do get a guilty verdict, it will not surprise me at all if he get a guilty verdict. So if you want to call in, the number is 972-674-9462, and you give your thoughts of what you think about this trial so far. You can definitely give your thoughts of what you think about this trial so far. We would love to hear your thoughts on that way. This pic is that's not him. He bald headed. Yeah, I don't have an updated photo. I just used the one with his hair because it looked nice. It looked nice. So if anybody want to call in, that is the number. I'll post the number. Do I have the number I can post on X? Let me see. I probably will have to reshare it. Let me see. Let me exit out of here real quick. Let me see if I can exit out of here. Let me see. Let me go to, where was I at? Where we? Okay. We are live. We are live, and we try to get some updated information. I thank you all so very much for y'all support, for tuning in to this broadcast. Tuning into this broadcast. Thank you all so very much. Let me see. We're trying to get as much update. I'm waiting on some more updates. I believe they're still in court. Right, Paul? I think they're still in court. So we're trying to get some updates on that way. So again, the people is yet still in court. This is quite interesting, the Durk is dealing with this. But again, when you are dealing with these issues and these problems, you get yourself caught up with this crowd here. Okay. Also, as they said it's a lie. James Smith and Vonnie set up Lil Durk by attaching his finance to the Astronaut Sound LLC, filed in 2017. On May 5th, 2001, shortly afterwards, Vonnie attempted to get Quando Rondo and Savannah, and then finally got him on 8/19/22 in LA. Lil Durk was no part of that. He sent James Smith communications to fall back and not follow through at 1 a.m. on 8/18/22, which is before any flights were booked. They tweeted Lil Durk the same way Treyway did 6/9. So that is what somebody is saying over there on the streets. Brian still full cross of the former lead detectives. And we got a former lead detective still on stand, government direct. 911 call was made at 5:25. The defendants were in and out at 6:09 p.m. 6:09 p.m. We also saw the Timothy video was from the shooting. The cross had started, and Brian still has handled it for Durk. Still started off question how many times the cooperators has been interviewed by police. It's an OCM jam 30 times. Only 3 was recorded. Only 3 was recorded. Okay. Keith Jones 15 times. Only 1 was recorded. Kayvon Grant 10 times. None was recorded. That's suspicious. Wow. Anytime you get questions, they should have had this recorded. This is very suspicious. It says, typically when I interview, I have it recorded. If not recorded, that's because it's government's preference. Still said the recording would be the best evidence so the jurors have context of what was said instead of relying on notes for law enforcement of what was said. Facts. I agree. Next still asks about the credit card that was used to purchase flights. Do you have any evidence that Durk looked at credit card bills, the charges? No. Is it true that Kayvon Grant previously used a credit card under Durk's name? Detective said yes. Still started getting into the don't book no flights under names involving me text from Dirk, but we weren't able to get the full explanation. What we did see is 8:17 Jason Smith sent an IG link to Dirk. 8:18 between 9:15 a.m. to 11:41 a.m. Dirk, he's still gonna post. Dirk, I'm just gonna fall back off this shit. Dirk said blood. Dirk said don't book no flights. Jason said yo. Dirk said yeah. Jason said tell Jay congrats on the wedding. The detective said he never looked at to see what the IG link was that Jason sent. He has no idea what the other texts were about. Still asks if Dirk told Jason to book flights connected with him, why weren't the flights booked under the names connected to him? The detective said, I concluded that that was a mistake by Jason. And then still asks if Dirk told Jason not to book the flight connected to him, why would the book flights under their names connected to him? The detective concluded that that was a mistake. But Jason, last point, still on cross. There's nothing sinister about being on the wall of the VAM exotic rentals. There are other famous people on the wall. Detective, I don't recall who was on the wall. Okay. There we go. So let's go to this. Let me see. Let me go to her page. She did really, really good. Let me go to her page real quick. Do I have her? Where's my notebook? I think I got it right here. So I want to write her name down because she did. That's how you do a breakdown of the case. Like you get the notes. Like she took some good notes. There, Mel. That's her name. She took some good notes. Thank you, sis. Let me see if she got. Okay, let me retweet that. That was dope. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna go to her page. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Also, 6ix9ine. Also, 6ix9ine said after Dirk is found guilty, and he will leave him for a basketball player. Wow. Okay, let me play this clip. What is this?
So there's been a lot said about, Dirk being cooked and really negative things happening for Dirk, but we did see Dirk's multi-million dollar, they say billion-dollar lawyers actually doing cross-examination. And I'm not going to lie to you, they were putting in a good shift. When Brian Steele was up there, he was clapping back at the main detective, and he brought up some very interesting things. He kind of gave us a little taste of what's probably going to come as time goes on. He basically brought up some very interesting points and kind of trashed the credibility of the detectives when it came to actually recording conversations with these alleged cooperators. They said you spoke to cooperators that are going to testify at this trial during the investigation, right? Including Jam. He said yes. They said you were present with Jam for 12 different interviews personally. He said, well, I don't know the amount of times, but it was quite a few. They said Jam was interviewed over 30 times, right? And the guy was like, possibly. And they said Jam is in confinement. They take notes. Do they record the meetings? They said, well, how come Jam only had 3 recorded meetings? So they're sitting down with him 30 times, only recording 3 of them. That kind of looked bad. Brian Steele was kind of putting in work on the detective at this point. They also went on to say that Keith Jones was doing interviews. They said that this detective, you were present 5 times for interviews with Keith Jones, yes. And they said, but only 1 was recorded. And he said, possibly. And again, this was probably Dirk's finest hour over the last few days. Dirk's been kind of letting the prosecution do their thing, but Brian still took that stand, and he was putting in work. I'm not going to lie, he was looking good. This was the strongest I feel like we've seen Dirk since that severance hearing. So in addition to that, they also brought up Vonnie. They said Vonnie was interviewed in your presence, that specific detective, 10 times. And they said none of those were recorded. And the detective admitted it. And then Brian Steele started grilling him, saying, do you know why a meeting with a cooperator might not be recorded? Like, why might that happen? And he was like, I can't explain it to you. Even the detective, he was like, I typically record stuff. But, I don't know why we didn't record those. They basically seemed to say that the prosecutors wanted to have the strategy of not recording these interviews. I don't know if they wanted to get them comfortable. We're hearing that a handwritten note by Jam is being presented. But I'll be honest with you, Brian Steele was doing a great job. There's a lot of people out here kind of hating on me, saying that I'm being biased. But I'm here to tell you, Brian Steele, when he was grilling that detective, was doing an amazing job. That was the best we've seen Dirk and his team looking in a few days. Okay, so I would say that was a small W. I don't know where it's going to lead from here, but I would say that the prosecution have had their time, and now the defense are clapping back, and Brian Steele about to show the world why he really making those millions. All right. So
that's to be, I don't want to say, like, if you're getting questioned by the police, it should be recorded. It should be. Every interview should be recorded. And the defense definitely calling it out. Brian's still calling it out because it's very suspicious. You have 30 interviews and only one recorded. Like, my question would be, what did he say in those 29 other interviews? And I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. Let me play this clip about the snitch
How
part.
stupid this is. We haven't seen it yet, but there's a written statement. Dirk would have gotten it in discovery. It's signed by Kayvon Grant. That's how this shit works. I haven't seen it. It hasn't been confirmed, but when you cooperate, when the fact they had a bunch of evidence on this guy, it was clear that they got him. He's cooked. So he gives a statement and he writes, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this, because that guy paid me to. And the whole internet is like, oh my God, that guy is snitching. Let's throw the internet away, bro. Like, this shit doesn't work. Let's go back to fucking NBC, Peter Jennings, just tell you nothing. At least it was accurate, or it didn't try to just be completely stupid.
Oh, wow. But it's a lot of people be saying that he's snitched. Unfortunately, that's what we're dealing with when you have people like this. Okay, we got an update on here. They said prosecutors asked the question, do you know Mr. Banks got a brand new phone number after this? Are you aware of this? The detective said yes. Prosecutor asked this after showing a text Jason Smith sent to Lil Durk of an IG post of the TMZ story of Quando escalator being shot. So again, that's one of the reporters that's actually, shout out to Michael, actually in the courtroom and actually giving an update of what is being shared or what is being shared in the courtroom. Let me see actually if anybody else got any updates. I'm just checking Twitter and just checking and stuff like that. Let me see. Let me see.
But we picked right back up in
Okay, yeah, your volume is so low. I can even hardly hear what she's saying. Okay, so let me go up and let me see. Give me a second. I'm just checking on all the source here. I'm just making sure that we get as much update as possible here as possible. We definitely get as much update as possible. Let me see. Okay, he didn't update his page. Let me check. Let me just check X. Let me see. Someone's put up there that said DJ academics realized Lil Durk was actually serious about wanting NBA YoungBoy's address while reacting to their old interview and made to his ongoing murder for hire trial. They academics said Lil Durk is living the life everything gangster rap about. Also, people is giving updates on here. We got some updates here. Lil Durk trial update. The fans respond to the fallback text. The fans are now arguing that Lil Durk August 18, 2022 messages telling Jason Smith to fall back were not proof. He wanted everyone to stop. Prosecutors claim those messages were Durk attempted to cover his tracks. Exhibit 200 has been admitted into evidence. Text messages screenshot. Prosecutors say they were recovered from Lil Durk's phone after it was seized by the FBI in Georgia. According to evidence presented in court, the phone contained messages discussing finding Quando address in Savannah, Georgia. A screenshot involving a May 1st, 2021 Quando Rondo show. A screenshot of news post about Quando Rondo being shot at post May 4th, 2021. Then on May 5th, 2021, prosecutor presented evidence involving Lil Durk, Ola, and Jason Smith connected to Durk's business operation to Astronaut Sound LLC. Now, the battle is clear. The defense said fallback creates reasonable doubt. The fans said fallback was Dark covering his tracks, and now the prosecutor using Exhibit 200 to argue that the jury should look at years-long timelines surrounding Quando Wando, not one text-based isolation. The trial is just shifted again. So again, it is a lot of stuff that's being shared in this case. Again, we are definitely going to keep y'all updated on all this stuff. It's when I tell you it's a lot that's being shared in here. We'll definitely keep y'all updated on this, and we're definitely live. And I want to shout out to all the people that's live. We got like over 300 people that is watching us on X. Thank you all so very much. And we also got, I think it was like what, 12 people on YouTube. So y'all come up to YouTube. Watch it. So yes, because they're very active on X. Okay, let me see if we got any more updates. Let me check to make sure we get any more updates and stuff like that. And of course, we probably have to. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Updates. Go around. Let's see. It's still talking about, okay, about the cross-examination of Brian Sale of the lead detective, defense of the detective investigation, especially the credibility of the three cooperating witnesses, OTL Vonnie and OTL Jam and Keith Blocker Jones. All three have pleaded guilty and are expected to testify for the prosecution. A major point emerging from the courtroom updates is the way the investigators interviewed the court, as interviewing cooperators. Reports from people tracking the courtroom said that Jams was interviewed around 30 times. Only 3 interviews were recorded. Vonnie interview reportedly was not recorded. Flocka was recorded once. Still also got the detectives to acknowledge that the cooperators has an incentive to shift responsibility because they themselves face extremely serious punishment. That information is currently coming from the courtroom, social media. This is all coming from social media people. So, okay. We don't know if he have taken the stand yet. So once that's being confirmed, I would let you all know once that's being confirmed. But they also discussed of the message in which Durk allegedly said not to book the flights under names connected to him. Prosecutor viewed the message as evidence Durk knew about the alleged operation and was trying to conceal connection to the defense and challenge the interpretation. Again, we are still waiting to see if they're going to testify today. We are definitely doing that. Okay. We're trying to get some more updates on that. We will definitely let you all know of any updates if OTL Jam, if he testified, we would definitely let you all know. Let's see. Give me a second. Also, too, we did send our condolences to Dolly. She passed away. Let's see if I can find. Let's do a little screen share. I posted a YouTube short, and y'all viewed that. Let's switch gears really quickly. We wait on the update. So I'm gonna switch gears there. I posted a YouTube. Short. And it did really good in the views. Thank you. Like over 2,000 people viewed it. So let me do the screen share here. She got passed away at 80. Okay. Oh, wow. 2.3 thousand. Yay. And also update on Sydney Star. Sydney Star definitely is not getting out of jail, y'all. She ain't getting out. They said she's a threat. She's going to use her social media to threaten the victim. And the victim mother testified and said that She do not need fine. Yeah, she had passed away. Oh my gosh, she have gone on to glory. Gone on to glory. Give me a second, okay? We got that. So we try to get some more updates, y'all. Bear with me. Yeah. Oh, darling, I miss her. Oh, I was watching what was the name of that movie that she played with Kiki Palmer? Um, let me see if I can find it. Uh, it was Joyful Noise. I love that movie. I love that movie. I love it. Okay. What is 6ix9ine saying? Let's play his clip.
This nigga follows. Y'all niggas need to stop listening to this nigga right here. This nigga is not a lawyer. He gets everything wrong. Mind you, remember when he said Tori was gonna come home? I want you to know this nigga follows rappers around for free. He books his own hotel, transportation, flight. Nobody pays him to do this coverage. He does this for free, for fame, for clout. The only reason y'all don't like Trap Lord Ross is because he says it how it is. Y'all like this nigga because y'all feel like this nigga is gonna bring Dirk home. It's not happening, nigga. I don't need a news report to tell me that there's no video of Pooh Shiesty holding a gun. Facts. The idea that there's a video of Pooh Shiesty holding a gun and pointing it at Gucci Mane and saying, sign this contract has been proven to be demonstrably false. That is not on video. If it was, he would have been cooked a long. Let them know you dropping. I'll drop you. No, say it. Maybe should I say drop him 10 something? Surprise, surprise. The internet has no idea what they're talking about when it comes to the Pooh Shiesty case. Why is the internet wrong? Well, people who are saying that there's this guy on video pulling a gun on Gucci, Pooh Shiesty up there. I'm going to play the clip. The clip puts to bed any idea that Pooh is cooked. Then what you do? You drop. You said you want to be dropped, you drop. So I could sit here and make content talking about, oh, Pooh robbed Gucci Mane. That's not facts. It's just not facts. It's gossip. Let them know you dropping. I'll drop you. No, say it. Maybe should I say drop from 10 17? Everybody on the internet, I know you want to be so right. Chill out, bro. There's so many ways to defend a case like this. One of the things that I'd be looking out for is what everybody has to say, because if there's no video footage of what happened in the room and there's 6 people in a room, let me tell you the difference between a lawyer and a non-lawyer. Yes, nigga, and it's you. Remind you, this nigga's a lawyer for workers who work overtime, and he's out here following for free. Is going to get proven out for 3 months while they have him on camera with a gun. The people on the internet saying that he's on video, this case is over. Let them know you dropping. I'll drop you. No, see, maybe should I say drop him 10 something?
Talk about Pooh Shiesty first. So I've been reading, what's going on in the case, and my opinion is, I did the bond hearing, I looked at the evidence. My opinion on the case has not changed. I think it's a very weak case for the feds. I think it's extremely beatable.
Celebrity lawyer Bradford Cohen announcing that he's withdrawing from representing Pooh Shiesty.
Y'all niggas need to stop listening to this nigga right
It's
here.
a lot of
This
stuff
nigga
going on. Like even 6ix9ine, he got a dope setup. He got a dope setup. No shade. Like 6ix9ine should be a content creator. What y'all think in the chat? He should be a content creator. He will make a lot of money, especially like over rapping. I think he should be a content creator. No shade, honestly. I think he should be a content creator. I think he should be a content creator. Oh, he a content creator already? What?
Okay. Where you went, Wiley? I see you popped up. I've been waiting for you. We been waiting for you at the door.
Hey, I'm live right now, but I said let me come on because it's no updates on it, so I could definitely chime in with you. I want to know, like, okay, now I did see the Sydney Star thing. Did you talk about the Sydney Star situation?
Yes, we did the other day when it happened, but we didn't talk about this update and how Sydney Star did. Bail got rejected.
Her bill got
Basically, bond
rejected.
got
Her
rejected.
OnlyFans, I think she shut her OnlyFans down, or they must have blocked her, or whatever. Because I went to check that out. But I did see some of the videos on her OnlyFans that she liked younger guys. Now I'm not gonna say underage, but I'm gonna just say younger, probably Bush Queens younger guys. But the mom testified saying that the victim saying that she's a danger, don't let her out, and stuff like that. I'm like, that's to see that she's pretty much cooked, and said and then the mom said that the son is like traumatized and stuff like that. She's pretty much cooked. It's like she going down, and
Yeah,
she
I feel like she cooked too. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, especially coming from somebody that's in the motherfucking community that's supposed to be, that has this platform, and you are, you're showing a bad example, to the younger LGBTQ community and stuff like that. And it's already a stereotype on like the gay community saying that we like, younger people or whatever the fucking case may be, all type of weird shit. So, I don't feel like they're making all this shit worse on the community, literally.
yeah, and I think honestly, I think for not only for Sydney Starr, because it's so much against transgender women, especially now with this current administration. For her to do this, that is going to add more fire to. It's going to add more gasoline to the fire because they're going to, oh, look at that trans girl. I told you about these trans. I told you about. I'm like, what is going on? Like this just not. This is not good because Sydney Starr, I just don't understand people that is attracted to children. That is crazy to me. And then she said it was consensual. He can't give a child cannot give a minor cannot give consent. So that was crazy. So that she admitted that she did it, but she said it was consensual. But a minor cannot give consent. He was 13 years old. 13 years old. You are a sick,
Right, and the
twisted
way they
person.
had described it, like that she seeked him out and got him stuck on the elevator, basically, because the elevator you need a key card to go up and down to the floor, and so he didn't have nowhere to go besides her room. I mean, besides her floor. I mean, so it was kind of like she was really preying on that little boy.
Yeah, and then because they said, okay, I see what your comment. They said, but the takeaway for her saying that is she didn't force him. No, because but what messed it up, like you admitted that it happened. You admitted it. Like he can't give consent. Like, right? Do you know how many people that's in prison right now where a person lied about their age or whatever they and they try to use that as defense? Well, he did say he was, or she said she was 18, and blah 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 blah. They still get charged. They still got to be on the registry list. It is what it is. I just it's just so ridiculous because this is
I mean, I do want them to actually like have they shown like proof or evidence of like anything like sexual actually taking place as far as like surveillance photo
no.
videos or any like
We won't get that until
rape
if
kits
she
or
go to
something.
trial. Like no, in a hotel in the lobby, them cameras in the lobby area. I don't know if there's any I've never seen a hotel where it's cameras in the hallway on the floor where the room's at, but in that lobby, it's definitely security cameras in the lobby. So probably that'll come up, but again, we'll see if she even. I personally think Sydney Star is just gonna take a deal because if she not gonna get no bond, she just gonna take a deal. If they even give her, she gonna plead. If she's smart, I'll play it out. I would not take this to trial, especially not in no Georgia.
Oh yeah.
Especially, and then they said, meaning there's a possibility that she didn't know his age. You can't use that as if this was a minor. If that's the case, everybody and their mama be like, I didn't know his age. He like that. Everybody was. You can't use it as a defense. Like a minor cannot give consent. The law is clear. She just cooked, and she knew that. she knew that guy was 13. That little boy was 13. She knew it. Because 13 around his friends, he got a boy. Like, you know, a 13-year-old. Let us be real. Let's come on about it. And Sydney Star, that's a grown woman. She know about it. She looked cooked, and she got her hair braided, so somebody was able to braid her hair.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Like, you know,
Yeah.
she do.
Yeah, somebody was able to braid. Yeah, somebody was like, she looked rough, but that's, of course, she's in jail. But somebody was able to braid her hair, and I'm like, what in the world? Like, because when I heard about the story from people that I talked to in Chicago, some people told me, these are sources. They said they're not surprised that Cindy Star got caught up, and in Chicago, I'm gonna share this, y'all, and some of y'all may not like it, but it's a spirit of some of these gay fathers, or quote unquote, this is my gay daughter, they be like underage, and they be like having with their gay child, and in these gay families and stuff in Chicago.
I saw that here in Atlanta, especially being somebody in the, community, growing up, I've, witnessed that as well. Like, motherfuckers be like in their 40s.
In their 40s, yes.
Young ass, gay. So.
And they're staying with them, they living with them, for food and shelters, and they ain't have no choice but to have with the adult, because you ain't got nowhere to go, because your family keeps you, or you don't get along with your family. So you look at to the community as these so-called, this is my gay dad, or this is my gay mom. They have it with these teenagers. So I'm not, so the people that I talked to in Chicago, they said they're not surprised that Cindy got caught. And someone told me today that this ain't the first time she dealt with a teenage underage minor. This ain't the first. This is just she just got caught. So I'm like, wow, like it's bad, and it's bad.
Like when the situation first happened, I was talking to them on such here. I have met Sydney Star in person. I have had dealings with her. I know Sydney, and it's like I told them, she is very promiscuous, and she is like really freaky, but at the same time, like, it comes off as a playful way, so you don't know, like, if she's like for real or playing. But like, honestly, when they have saw this for like her, like, it's crazy, because it's like, girl, a 13-year-old.
Yeah, 13. Like, come on now. I see if there was like 17 or 16, 17, 13. Like, yeah. Like, come on. Like that. I don't understand. And Sydney, like, if I'm not mistaken, y'all correct me, ain't she like in her 40s or close to almost in her 40s?
Yeah, Sydney Star, it's like 40. Because Funky Dineva, I was thinking of Funky Dineva. What happened with that? We'll get back to that. But Funky Dineva said that Sydney is older than him.
Wow. And fucking Dineva look older now. Now, I had a problem with fucking Dineva, because fucking Dineva said, he said, I feel sorry for people, adults that have a natural attraction to children. I called them out on that. I'm like, why would you say that? Why would you feel sorry for a person like, because in my mind, it's like, do you have attracted to children? Fucking not even like, why would you say something like that? We already, as LGBTQIA, we already got to defend our existence. And for you to say something so stupid like that, I gave him a side eye.
We played that live over here. I know because everybody kind of side-eyed that live. It was like, what?
Like, what are you saying? Like, what? So, and then his audience, they in my comments, they was like, oh, you misinterpreted what he, like, what is he trying to say? He shouldn't have said it. It's a weird statement talking about you feel sorry. Like, come on now. What? Really? You have this mass and you add everything you could have said, you feel sorry for people to have it's not natural to be attracted to children as an adult. That's crazy. To even, yes, yes, like it's just very, very weird. And then for him to have cancer, to put that statement out like that, I just, like I said, I ain't listening to nothing that man talk about, because what he said was crazy. It was weird. It didn't make sense for him to say it. I was over it. I called him out on it, and of course, his audience, you know, they love him. But I don't think it's because we have to be cautious of what we do, especially as gay people when you have a platform, because we don't give a pass. Like a straight person, they don't have to defend being straight. They don't have to defend their existence. But gay people, we have to always be on the defensive because of what we represent, whether it's in a political space, whether it was in a religious space. We always have to defend who we are. And for people, and we have to call out people. Now, I don't think this make the gay community look bad with I say saucy. Excuse me, saucy. What Sydney Star did, this make her look bad, and all of that. Like, come on. And but it what really make it feel like she gonna go down, baby, when they look at all her tweets. Now she took down her OnlyFans, or unless OnlyFans banned her. Because I was trying to click on it and see like what's all on there because I subscribed to see what's on there. Because she got all the clips on her X page. We follow each other. I don't know if they banned her or what, because you know that's the way she can make money. But she said to the court, she broke. She need a reasonable amount. They ain't give her no bond at all. Not 5,000, not 10,000, not a million. But then because you know, she trans, and being trans in Georgia, and you got a criminal case. Good luck. You see, we even happened with the DL Whisperer. He on probation for a decade almost, and was banned for 2 counties.
Mm-hmm.
He had to move out of his house. This is Georgia we talk about, you guys. It's crazy. So I'm like,
And it really don't make it no better. She was out here doing all these antics and stuff like this. She don't really have nobody to.
no.
You know, because I'm pretty sure she was like on good ends or something with like, because once she had like a Zeus event, anyways, like.
Yeah, so it was
Like,
one.
it was like if she was real good terms with people and stuff like that, I feel like they'd be speaking up for her.
Yeah, and then it's hard. It's hard to speak up for it when you're dealing with a minor. Who want to speak up? Who want to do it? Even when Michael Jackson had allegations with mine, people pulled away from the king of pop.
Right.
Everybody, like, because people gonna start siding you if you try to defend that. Because I don't want it. Because if you're on the wrong side, that means you're defending a pedophile.
Absolutely.
So people, yeah. Now her mama came out. Now mama Cindy, she came out and she was like, my daughter won't do nothing like this because TMZ interviewed the mom. I'm like, damn, TMZ. Like, so she is famous because TMZ talked about it. She's infamous, and she built her career online on celebrities and all this type of stuff. Even Darius, the guy from Family Matters, he still haven't made no statement. Because, you know, he was saying he like her. That's my friend. But who want to defend an alleged pedophile? Like, ain't nobody going to defend that. Like, no.
Right.
No.
And there's no way to defend it. Like, you know, I'm trying to say, like, when she like belligerently drunk, like, I'm just trying to put my brain into that.
Yeah, I don't.
What the fuck does she know? Like, I'm quite sure if he was 13, he wasn't that fucking tall.
That's what I'm saying. And then you could tell, you could look at a 13 and say, oh, that's 13. Like, come on. Like, I just either she was high, drunk, or she could have been sober, and that's what she liked. And she just got caught. You know, she just probably it just what she liked to do finally caught up with her. If this is true, I don't think this is her first time. This is just she just got caught this time. She got, because you got to be comfortable to confront a 13-year-old to do all that. Means you've been doing this.
Yeah, that means you've been definitely doing this.
You've been doing this. Like, wow. And I'm surprised she didn't get caught up with them. You know, them guys on Twitter and on Facebook. They say he tried to meet a 13-year-old girl. They be beating up the pedophile. They be tripping them, punching them, and stuff like that. I'm surprised she didn't get caught up off of that. But a lot of these teenagers will go for an adult. Like, don't make it right. But again, it was somebody that did defend Sydney Star. What she tried to defend, but she was saying, yeah, I used to be young and I used to mess with grown men, but doesn't make it right. So I only saw one video like that was trying to defend Sydney Star or trying to have her side. But she kept saying, oh, this don't make it right what she did. But she was like, a lot of these young kids do lie about their age, but still, they can't give a consent. Like, as many people try to use that as a defense and be like, well, he did say he was 18. Many people have tried to use that as defense for it. Like, no, I know a guy in Chicago, very attractive, and he slept with a minor, and the mom, I guess the mom find out, and he's on the SO list, and he was like 19, and the person was like, I think 15 or something like that, and that mom find out, and to this day he can't get no apartment. It's hard. Like he
Oh my God.
very like he can't, like he always got to check. He always got to check in. They got to know where his address at. He can't be around schools, none of that. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you look at him, you wouldn't even know. Like, and only how I knew that his boyfriend leaked it out and said he was on the SO list. I'm like, oh, that's the shockwaves in Chicago. I'm like, what? And I said, oh, that's probably why he can't hardly have a place to stay. So because it's hard. Don't nobody even want to then don't nobody even want you around. Like, it's hard for you to get a place employment if that's on your record. Like, ugh.
Right, like this is crazy. Like, nobody want this shit on their like these souls sitting there. She just gotta get it together. Like,
Yeah, Cindy got it. It's over. I think she will serve. Don't get me wrong, she will serve some time. Do I think she's gonna be in there for life? No. But what the thing that's gonna hurt her, no brand deal is gonna want to work with her. She barely got in the door with Zeus. No network's gonna work with her. Not even Zeus, because they even had to make a statement. Because don't nobody want to have a pedophile on their network.
Right.
They're not just not gonna happen. So only thing I can see Sydney start doing is OnlyFans. Because it ain't like she could work a regular job. Like,
Wait, is this shit even worth it? Like,
I don't even think that's worth it, because when I tried to click on it, it was gone. I don't know if she deleted it or they banned her. But what she'll probably get back into is getting to prostitution. I could see her doing that. But I don't see her trying to be a television superstar. That's gone. She would have to go to trial and beat this and get a not guilty verdict. And even then, because she was accused of this heinous crime, they probably still won't even deal with her. But in order to say something, she need a not guilty. She's gonna have to go to trial and fight it and get a not guilty verdict. Mm-hmm. But I don't see her doing. Oh yeah, she can go to bingo. Like somebody said in my chat here, they said, oh, she can go to bingo. She could do bingo. Oh, she be on bingo. Because I think she was on bingo at one point. She could do bingo and all that. But you got to work hard. Yeah, they're gonna and they're gonna be calling her probation officer. It's gonna be hard because over there they be calling your leasing office, your probation office. They do a lot of doxing over there over there, because I'm like, yeah, and none of the celebrities gonna deal with her. None of the baddies gonna deal with her. Like, once she got there, they all gonna like block her and move on. Like, I don't see her ever being a television star. No. Now she could become a YouTube content creator and do that and try to, and do that and talk about celebrity gossip and talk about stuff like that, maybe. But yeah, yeah, yeah. It was embarrassing. Because when I saw this morning, I at least thought they would have gave her like 700,000 or 100,000. They said no. Like, she's a danger. Like, that judge said, you're gonna use your social media following to try to intimidate the witness. And that's because all that OnlyFans stuff, I think that judge don't like transgender women, to be honest. I don't think they like transgender people, period. I think if she was
what county is she in?
Fulton County.
Well, Fulton.
And that DA that Russ go over there.
Fulton is a little more lenient, okay.
I don't think towards trans though. I don't think towards trans. If she was just a cisgender black woman, no, she's in Fulton County. They're a little lenient. She's not in that county that D.O. Wisdom was in. That county he was in it. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
It probably is more looked at and shit like that. They probably is being more stern on this. she is like, someone who's on TV. She was on
Yeah, and then all on social media. She busting it wide open on social media and stuff like that. That ain't make it easy either. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh no, she need to stay. She just guilty, like, oh, like, because like soon as you put in her name on X, she got her clothes off. Is with multiple people. Now I don't know if she still got the if she got her PP cut off. I don't know. I never asked her about it, or do she just walk to like tuck it real good? Um.
No, she's castrated.
Oh, okay. She got it cut off. Okay. But I don't even know if they giving her hormone stuff because that's just.
Wait, no, that's not it. What is it when they take one of your balls away?
Oh, she got neutered almost.
Yeah, like this, so it can be easier to tuck.
Oh, I wouldn't want to do that.
The trans girls that do that, they'll get their.
I don't want to do that.
Dick.
I saw T.S. Madison. I saw T.S. Madison video. It was so disgusting. I was like, ew. Oh my god.
Yeah, they keeping the dicks now. They just cut off their balls.
Ah, no. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Because I was wondering, I'm like, where's the coochie? Because it's like, like, oh no, that made me cut out their balls. Like, dude, that's just too much. That's too much. I'm like, oh wow, wow.
But yeah, that's what the girls doing now, so they won't have to do the full process, and keep their, penis and be able to touch more easier.
Yeah, I want to ask you, shouldn't you reach out to Sydney Star and to try to interview her? You should. I don't know how you get. I don't know how you get the visit. I don't know if she got to put you on a list to visit her and call her and play, and then just talk to her over on station on YouTube.
It's like, but I doubt they're letting her have visitors, or they probably like
real straight. And then I don't think it'd be kind of good if she tried to do interviews because it's an open case and she's definitely being watched and stuff like that. And again, I've known Sydney for a long time. I've known her from Chicago, seeing her around in Boys Town. She always wanted to be famous. You know how some people just is addicted to being famous. She was one of the ones, but it just didn't unfortunately click for her like it clicked for T.S. Madison. And I think it was Sydney Starfall. I think that Chingy situation damaged her career. And so then it kind of harmed her for like even smashing any hip hop artist. Because once you start talking, they're not going to deal with you. They're not going to want to screw you, stuff like that. So I think if she would have came into the industry, it's not lying on the celebrity, she probably could have pulled some celebrities on the side and escorted and made her money. And become a star. But now it's just over for her. It's a wrap. Unfortunately, it's a wrap. She ain't gonna be no superstars like that. And if she got to register, that's a scarlet letter. That's a scarlet letter. Like, don't nobody want to be around it. And I don't know in Chicago. I know in Florida. I was watching a video like some of them sex offenders have to live in the woods because they couldn't get a place because. Yeah, they have to stay in the woods and stuff like because none of the apartment complex like they won't give them no place and stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe her mama, but if her mama stay by her school, she not gonna be able to live with her mama. That's the sad. That's the gag for like you just it's.
Getting caught, like a feeling getting caught with a gun on them, like bitch, you can't go nowhere.
You can't go nowhere.
If your ass get caught over there, you're gonna be charged again.
You're gonna be charged again. Yeah, if she walked past school, she's gonna be charged again. Cause and that's what I think. And if she get a good lawyer, they probably could give her some probation, but I don't know. I don't know because I heard she don't have a criminal record.
Yeah, they put the defender. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, she got a public defender. That's true. Yeah, because in the court document things, they said she had a public defender. I believe she got a public defender because she said she couldn't afford. No, but man, that's why you gotta at least have a lawyer. Because like when I was dealing with my case, I had a private lawyer. But public defenders are good because when I had my case in Vegas, I had a public defender and he was good, and I got probation.
Defender actually, got me off on my shit and
Yeah.
field. So, I'm on the judge too, because my judge been nice. Like she was in a good mood. She just had her Starbucks. She was having a birthday. So
yeah, my judge was good. Even though I was on probation, she said, if you violate, you're going to prison. I'm like, oh, you gotta worry about that and all that. But my public defender was really, really good. And then like next year they seal it, they get it off the record next year. It went from a felony to misdemeanor, and then next year they can take it off my record, which was good. Good deal with the public defenders. So not all public defenders are bad. Yeah, so it's like next year, yeah, it'll be off the record. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely excited. So not all public defenders are bad, but it's all up to the prosecutor. And because Cindy Star is such a famous, because TMZ, the news, everybody talked about it. They don't want to look weak on sex offenders, like because that or sex right. They don't want to look weak on that. So it's yeah.
Now I'm thinking because it is all about money as well.
True.
So they probably looking at it like, okay, they probably don't give her a lot of years. They probably put her on like a long ass probation.
Yeah, long probation.
Even for life. Like
yeah.
Like,
and she's gonna be on lifetimes. Like wherever she goes, she gotta register.
Yeah. And they probably make her probation payments probably like goddamn 2,000 a month.
Yeah, and they'll probably ban her for being on social media too. They can do that too. Ban you because like if you on there, you can't. It's like let me tell you, I was watching. I don't know what I was watching this out on Paramount. This was like based out in Indiana. They couldn't have computers, internet. The one of the guys, the parole officer went to the house. He couldn't have bowls of candy in there because that attract children. Can't be on the internet. Yeah.
Bowls of candy.
You can have bowls of candy because he had a bowl of candy. He said, "No, you can't have it because this attract children." I said, "What?" Yes, like so when she take that deal, this is for the rest of her life. She's gonna be real strict for the rest of her life. And then because her job, she do a lot of travel and going to different places, stuff like that. She ain't gonna be able to do that. She probably ain't gonna have the money because Zeus ain't gonna deal with her no more. I will be shocked if Zeus hires Sydney.
See some of them taking her in. It's not as TV.
Probably so.
Literally, it will be for them to literally be beating her ass.
Yeah, be beating her and exploiting her, calling her. It would be embarrassing. Exploiting her, yeah.
Where she go now would be a joke.
It would be a joke, yeah.
Because it'd be like, girl, what? Like,
you be at this, like what? Yeah, it would be a joke, yeah.
Everybody looking at them like, why did y'all invite her?
Yeah, and then because a lot of people don't want to be around people that do stuff to children. Like, people don't want to be around. Like you be like, oh, like get away from me. Like you get discarded. Like don't nobody want to be around. And she should have thought of that because it's consequences. Like should have did it. And for her to admit, yeah, but he lied about his. He gave me consent. Like should have never said that. Never, ever. She shouldn't have said that. And my thing is, did they catch her in the act, or did the little boy? Yeah, I'm trying. Because from my understanding, I thought the little boy got away, and he went to the front desk, and they called the cops. But so I got it once. Okay.
The little boy, like, she took him upstairs, and then he got on the elevator, and she stuck her card in, and it went up to her floor, and he was trying to go back down, but it wouldn't go back down. I guess because you needed a key or whatever.
Oh, that's a nice hotel she was at there. That went at the Motel 6.
He ended up trying to run, I guess, down the stairs, and they said that she chased him and pulled his pants down and started sucking his dick. I don't know.
Oh my God. Yeah, she going down. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Now I don't know if it's true, but that's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Chased the boy down and tried and sucked his damn dick in there, and he jerked away from her and found out she was a trans. Well, I think she told him after the fact or something. I don't damn know. The shit is fucking just crazy when I heard the story. I was just like, wow, Sydney. Out of all people, like, girl, what? These people do not care about their lives or like their careers. Like,
Yeah, and then too, you embarrass your family. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I did at the war. It's an embarrassment not only to you but to your loved ones. But this is just real bad. Because dang. But her mama did defend her and said, "This don't sound like my child." But you don't know. You don't know. When the last time she stayed with her mom? I don't even remember the last time she stayed with her mom. Because at one point, Cindy told me she didn't even get along with her mom like that. So I don't know. But that was years ago. So I don't know. But the mom did defend her and be like, "Yeah, this don't sound like my child." But your they had your child. It just don't make it better. Like all on the internet, all up on X, like she everywhere on X. No clothes are all on, and that don't make it no better. Cause then I'm starting to question all them younger guys she had on X. I'm just starting to question. I'm like, whoa, wow, like, man, it's
yeah, she do got a lot of videos on there, honestly. Um,
it's a lot of
yeah.
videos she doing. It's everywhere. It's all up on there and stuff like that. And you dealing with this. And again, if she, I do feel bad for the 13-year-old because the way that the mom talking about the boy is traumatized, and maybe because it was a transgender woman. Oh my God, what is this? Like that's traumatized. Like wow, like wow. I got a one of my friends. I'm gonna see if he's gonna go to the court to the next court day. But I was surprised. I'm not surprised because TMZ broke it, so the media talked about it. But when I saw that, I'm like, "Dang, Sydney Star, you going down." And then we was on TS Madison. We was like, "TS Madison, is you gonna say something?" You know, we was people in her chat. Then finally she said something, but she kind of like left it alone. But because don't nobody want to be bothered with that. Because I remember T.S. Madison wanted to fight Sydney Star. They had they little fallout and all that. So she got no allies, and Dominique can't really defend nobody because Dominique got her criminal behavior, stealing stuff from the like these trans women. Only one that I feel like that really did nice, that really revamped her life was T.S. Madison. Like she really
Um,
it's other women too that I believe, but I'm talking about like for doing television, Tyler Perry movies, like
yeah, okay. Yeah. T.S. Madison, yeah, she have done great for herself, honestly, and staying, as uh, a pivotal person, in this LGBT community, honestly. So, I like T.S. Madison. I always have. She,
and what's
she's
the other girl
entertaining.
name? She was on Chasing Atlanta, yeah, because she was in the Shy. Uh,
Amaya Scott.
yeah, her too. Like it's so it's not all trans women.
Well, I haven't really seen Amaya lately. Seen her.
Yeah,
Did she just get married?
and then the other one with the deep voice, the one that played in Orange is the New Black, that voice just does. And she played in dang, what was the other show, y'all? The lady with the scammer from Germany, and she said wire transfer. You remember that show? It's on Netflix. She played in there because she played the fitness coach. I can't think of her name, but it's some women out here that's doing real good stuff. Even the women, even the black trans girl that played, even the trans woman that most of them, all of them that played in what was it that ballroom scene show that it was so famous. Laverne Cox, that's her name. Yes, Laverne Cox.
Oh, yes, Laverne. Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, that voice just. But I was smash her. She looked beautiful. Laverne Cox was beautiful. No shade.
Yeah, she
Laverne.
actually had her own show It was like a.
She did. It got canceled. Yeah, it got canceled.
Yes, it got canceled. Yeah, like it was funny.
But it's hard. Like with that show, like unfortunately, the black community, as a collective, they're not going to support it because she trans. They just this community. I'm saying it's very corrupt. With the black community is very corrupt, and they're thinking like I ain't supporting no man in the wig, and then that voice. Oh my god! If she had a feminine voice, then maybe it would have survived. But she got that deep voice, and she like that's what kind of messed her up too. That deep voice, because even T.S. Madison is more fish than Laverne Cox. Laverne Cox sound. I mean, none of she's beautiful, but it's just the deep. That I don't know what kind of.
It's certain like T.S. Madison. If T.S. Madison want to open my percent,
You would have known. You'd have thought that was like yes. You
wouldn't even know.
you wouldn't even know.
You would think she a big booty old bitch. Like,
Yes. So whoever. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to email Laverne and tell her to go to T.S. Madison doctor, but she'll probably block me. But I know when I went to when I went to T.S. Madison, and again, I'm not representing DL Whisperer, so I had emailed her. I was like, what would it take for you to drop that restraining order? We're sending this to the lawyers. I said, let me stop before she think that I work for the DL Whisperer. Yes. Oh, that'd have been dope. But
what they did like T.S. Madison and D.O. Whisper, like
that would have been rated. That would have been the rated.
It was stupid.
Yeah, it was stupid. It was stupid. But it for me, I was sad because he was like, I gotta leave. When they said he banned for 2 counties, he had to leave his house. You banned for 2 counties. I said, this is screw. He got screwed. But T.S. Madison played the long game. Unfortunately, she played that white woman. And then she got the court. I want to thank the court for giving me justice, for treating me fair. I feel heard. I said, oh, Lord. And then she weaponized her social media against the deal with. But the deal whisper did threaten her. He said, I didn't know he said all them threats. I didn't even know but T.S. Madison got all the recorders. I was like, dang, I didn't know he said all this. He wanted her to die. I'm like, see, but you got to be careful doing that because somebody will go and T.S. Madison had time. And I think because T.S. Madison, regardless of what y'all say about her, she is very, very when people talk about her, she don't like it. She's very timid. Like even when I had my website and I said T.S. Madison facing criminal charges, she responded to it. Like she looks at social media like crazy. I will never forget it. I'm gonna share this, Armand. Don't get mad. But Armand said something about T.S. Madison because she had him on the show on Fox Soul, and she said, "Yeah, Armand, you infamous." And Armand didn't like that, so he responded to on the video, "Baby, T.S. Madison at dinner called into the show, so she don't like it when you talk bad about her. Now she can talk bad about everybody else and their mama." But if you say something towards her mama in that power chair and say something towards her, she got something to say.
Not her mama in the power chair.
She got something. And don't get me wrong, I like Miss Mary. I like Miss Mary Power. And I just think with the deal with her, he was wrong for going to her house because you got a senior citizen in that power chair. And she cooking greens and all that. It's like it was bad. And the law, she used the law against him. And for him to be on probation, I think they said for 8 years. That's a long time. So if he get caught up and get arrested, he going to prison.
8 fucking years.
8 years.
Like that is insane. He gonna be in his like what 40s? Oh
yeah, he how old is he? I think he in his 20s.
I thought De'Aaron was for like 19 or something. Is he?
No, he's in his 20s. I think he in his mid 20s, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But if he get caught up in another lie, like say if he get caught up in another lie, get caught up in a crime and stuff like that, that's a clear violation of his probation. He's going to go to prison. And he still do his content, but I was like, dang, T.S. Madison just wow, like she did that. Like she used the law against him. She got him. Because Dominique got a restraining order, and then the other dude from Texas got a lifetime restraining order against him because she went down there and all that. So that's why I'm like, the deal was got to be careful because I don't want to see him get caught up. I don't want no black men, especially for no restraining order. So now I can understand if he'd have pushed Miss Mary out the chair, took her wheelchair and dumped it in a pond of water or something like that. Then I can understand, okay, get the course. This was just real like online chat. It wasn't really that bad. But T.S. Madison, she collected all the receipts, and in the court of law, it's like this is a clear violation. And the deal was should have never got involved with Tasha K. And Tasha K and all, he should have never sent the receipts to Tasha K and shared her video. That was what really pissed T.S. Madison off is seeing that Tasha K piece and all that. And I emailed Tasha K. I said, please don't say anything about the deal with and T.S. Madison because you're gonna harm him because she's gonna tell the court and his probation officer that D.L. Whistler and Tasha K is working together. That that's his mouthpiece, and this is a clear violation because she will do that. That T.S. Madison don't play. She plays dirty. She do that behind the scenes stuff. T.S. Madison, she plays dirty. She plays dirty. I don't like all that police stuff. She go to cops, stuff like that. See, when I talk about it, I ain't pulling up to her house. I ain't studying the house, all that type of stuff. I ain't studying it. I was homeless. She could have put me in the T.S. Madison start out, but I ain't cut my balls off and put on a wig.
And I don't understand like why people like child nowadays it's 2026. People are dying. Child, stop putting other people damn houses.
Yeah, like, I don't know what it is. Like, that's crazy. That's right. Like if you would have just kept it on the internet, not threatening her, but pull up to her, that was really wrong, and just kept it, just make it fun, just do your little jokes and stuff like that. Okay. But when he pulled up to the house, I'm like, that took a lot of time. And he stayed far from her. Like he went to the wrong house and then he finally found her address. It was wrong. I don't think he should have did it. Because now look, was it worth it being on probation or have to move out your house? No, it wasn't worth it. But shout out to his audience, they did donate to him and stuff like that, and he's still able to do content, and he still talk about the DL men and stuff like that and all that. But he kind of laid back off of talking about. He can't talk about Dominic Ortiz. It'd be stupid if you do. But best believe she watching her. She listened to this live now. Her and Chi Chi and Craig. They be listening.
Shout out to Chi Chi.
I like Chi Chi. You know, I like Chi Chi. He doing good. Living off on T.S. Madison ain't really got to work like that. You know, like yeah. Mm-hmm. He living real good. You got Miss Murray to make him some cornbread, fried chicken, go screw your man upstairs and all that. Yeah, that's good because you know Miss Murray know how to cook. But Tasha K said her food is too salty. But I don't care. I eat it.
Nah, food too salty.
That's what. But you can't believe a word that Tasha K be saying because this woman would lie like you just can't believe a word that woman be saying. I just be letting that woman talk. I'm like, child, just listen to her lie. All that. Mm-hmm. But don't get me. But I like to watch when Kaya. I would never forget it when Kaya and T.S. Madison was together. That was like a good dude. Do you remember that? Like coming home, watching them. They had the internet on fire. I missed them together, but when they fell out, it was crazy. It was crazy. But T.S. Madison, she don't play. Like she played on white woman games and all that. It is what it is. So we'll see how it's gonna play out. But I'm glad I came on your live because I be missing it, and then you be showing your body. Y'all be saying how naked he be getting on Instagram, and then you was like, "What you doing? Where you at, Wiley?" I said, "I'm thinking about you. What else it is to do?" Then you got your 1996 on your or something. I'm like, you better go ahead, Tupac.
Okay.
You got your 19.
I'm having to cover that shit probably at the end of the year.
Yeah, but I see it on there, and I'm just glad on there. You got to get back on YouTube because like I got to get back into like being more active on YouTube and stuff like that because I haven't really been active on YouTube like that because I've been in school and stuff. But yeah,
I know I've been finishing up my album. I have new music.
Oh yeah, you come out Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, I did see that.
And yeah, then some more new music after this. So I really been focused on like the music right now, but I do want to get back into the YouTube world.
Music, yeah, and I like it that you still focus on your music. It's really, really dope. I wish I had the money where we could have like a gay festival with all the gay artists, up and coming artists, and then have one mainstream act, at the end. So everybody come for that one big star, but then before that star go up, you get all these up and coming talent. Like I would love to see that, like, because the gay promoters they don't do enough to promote gay artists. They don't do enough with the gay rappers stuff like. Now that we got Sean Santana and all that, and Little Nas X, it would just be dope just to see just a festival with all because there's so much amazing talent that's out here. You a dope artist, so many dope artists out here, and y'all don't get the representation from the gay promoters and DJs.
Right, and if we really promoted each other and really pushed each other, child, we all we motherfucking need. We really we make up the damn community numbers and shit like that. Like we help them out. Like,
you're right.
I feel like we could be at the forefront and just
absolutely.
I
agree because it's just though because I know what it takes because it's time consistent as music because I know when I lost my friend he passed away and I was so and I used to take pictures of we used to go to the studio. I was like man I missed it, and it was so hard because a lot of the promoters want to sleep with him. I'm like dang, and then I would have to bribe like the DJ in Chicago to like play his music in the club and stuff like that. I'm like, we shouldn't have to do all this type of stuff, but y'all play these straight artists that don't give a damn about gay people. They use gay slurs. Y'all play them all the time. I used to get so tired. Nothing against Brandy and Monica. It's nothing against them, but they're not gay.
Right, especially at a gay event, like it's so many gay songs, so much gay music.
Yeah, because like when Lil Nas X was like hot, he should have been booked at all the gay festivals. He was the hottest artist around. And many of them, some of them was sending me up. They said, we can't afford him. He charged, but y'all can afford Brandy and Monica. I know he ain't as much as Brandy. Y'all got Brandy, Monica. I'm so tired. Nothing against Trina. I'm just so tired of seeing how they gave that. I'm like, y'all ain't got nobody else but Trina. Like when she was hot, I was in high school. Or probably elementary school when she was hot. Like, let's get some of these gay artists.
If they put Trina for another prize, I swear to God.
Yeah, they keep booking like the same people. But I guess the next person they're gonna book for a lot of prize too is Young Miami. I think she's gonna be the next gay promoters gonna. I can see, but that's if they can afford it because they. When is Atlanta? Don't y'all have like a pride in the fall or something like that, or is that MLK week?
Week now.
Okay.
Pride this weekend.
So who was like who headlining? Do any other artists coming?
Santana.
Oh Lord, child. Shut that child. That I don't have nothing against Saucy Set.
The only one that I've seen like main headliner.
But he hot right now because he got the Quiet on the Creek song. But I said to my video.
That's only he's the only really big headliner that I've seen.
They should have got him and Young Miami.
He said now that was the comments about her son, the rainbow community would never accept her. Yeah, Miami. Oh yeah, she said that she don't want her son to be gay.
Oh, but they still book her because they booked they booked they would still live and it would be packed because remember they
is taking it to heart like okay that's her son.
That's her son, but most fish feel that way. It is what it is. They feel that way. If they really be honest, they'll be kicking with us being a gay friend, and then they son they'll say something. So I don't want my son being gay, of course.
They're right behind our back, they'll just be like that dick in a booty ass nigga.
Yeah.
Third time,
They don't want their son to be gay, and I'm glad. But they are booked because remember they booked us. And this was so random in Atlanta. They booked Solange's son, and he didn't want to take no picture with no gay people. This dude showed up with like 20 women, and Gay Magazine. It was agreed that he was going to interview, but they brought the can we interview? He said no, I'm not doing no interviews. And Gay Magazine had to make a statement like we need to stop booking straight people that's not allies of the community, but they don't give a fuck. They're going to continue to book people that don't care nothing about the gays, and the gays is going to pack out the club because it's an obsession of a straight man. It's an obsession with it. Now, Tank, I love it. I'll never forget it when Kurt Myers, may he rest in peace, when they booked Tank to perform in Dallas Southern Pride. Book him because he took his shirt off. He gave the same performance if it was around a bunch of women. Shout out to Fetty Wap. I remember when Chris Brown canceled the performance because he said it's gay men in the crowd. I'm not performing. So the lesbian organized, they called Fetty Wap, and Fetty Wap said, I'll perform and I'll do it. And he did a good job. So I like artists that confident in their skin and they still book them and they still represent the community, right? They're not afraid to see a gay man dance to their music. Because at the end of the day, gay people, we gonna buy your music. We are a consumer. It is what it is. But yeah, like, but I would love to see you on the stage. I would love to see Atlanta do more for up and coming talent in Atlanta. I would love to see more independent artists. Like I got to get back into do more on my platform playing independent because I'm back in Chicago. I used to have a radio show, and that's all I played was gay artists. That's all I played. I would never forget it. I would never forget. We had an event at Jeffrey Pub, and it's a hole in the wall, but it's remodeled now in the east side of Chicago. And we played nothing but gay artists the whole night. We had gay artists perform, and it was so dope. And I will never forget, I had $100, and I had asked, "Can you come and perform?" This dude had musicians, so I was like, "Can you be the headliner?" And he was gay. He had like a keyboard player, and a guitar player, and a drummer. And I paid him like $100 in his place just to give his man some gas money. And it was so dope. And I said, I wish I had the funding to do more for the community because they just need a time to shine. Like they just need, and I'll be like, it would be so a lot of girls be put on if DJs will play y'all music. I'm not saying stop playing Young Miami, stop playing all these other artists that we love. No, but still, okay, play Cam K, play some of his records. It's not gonna harm you to play it for like 2 minutes. It's not gonna like come on. Like I just like they need to do more other than oh, you gotta sleep with me. Like what? Just for you to play my song, man, please give me $20,000, then you can hump me. But just humping you just to play a record, but Chad, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I can go on and on and on when it comes to just gay promoters and stuff like that. But I'm glad that you're doing your song. And I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna buy it because we need more artists. I know how much of a struggle it is to make music for people to appreciate the music, to do it. And I'm glad. And now that you on Station, you can play your song on. And I know you play your records on here, and that's why I like Station because you can play the records on here.
Yes, of course. They love listening to my songs.
Oh, they said don't call me fish cross-eyed head. I mean, okay, I'm not gonna call y'all fish, but that's how we that's, y'all like no hard fish. Sucking that D hard, like what? I haven't did that in so I've been celibate since 2024. So I've been celibate since 2024. So I ain't been sucking on nothing. But I appreciate that we was able to have this conversation. I'm glad that you went live like today. Because I'm still waiting on Lil Durk, like an update for his trial and stuff like that. I said, let me just come on here. Because
Yeah, I just saw something on Lil Durk.
yeah, because like
It's not looking good for him.
no, I think it's just not looking good because you have to watch your crew. Like your crew is the main people that can get you caught up in some mess. And I just don't understand for him to be from Chicago. Your father was in criminal behavior. Now he reformed person as a Muslim. Like just stop doing it. Like all that drill stuff. I had a caller call in. All of them gone. All them drill rappers, they died young. It just don't make sense. Once I get money, you still think I'm worried about criminal behavior? No, I'm gonna be looking at Jay-Z, how I can take this bag to become a billionaire. I'm not still trying to do crime. Like it just don't make no sense. It's dumb. You made it. I can understand that you on the street, you try, okay. But once you make it out and you become a successful artist, leave that criminal stuff behind. It just don't make no sense. Honestly, it's quite crazy. Yes, I don't know what I said. Snitching. So he might.
It's just ridiculous.
Yes.
All that money and sit there and throw away that whole
Your whole life, like it's ridiculous. It's sad. It's crazy. It's crazy. They getting him together, and then all the money he got to spend for his lawyers. I'm like, child. But yeah, they let him have it. They yeah, because they got records of him saying in the text message, yeah, don't put the flights in my name Don't put the flight. That's what Dirk said to his crew. Don't put any of flights in my names. Like, oh, so you knew what was about to happen. And then what make it so dumb, his people went to the In-N-Out Burger and they got them caught up and they changed their clothes and all that. And then they got the flights, the money off his Amex card when they took the flights from LA back to Chicago. It's crazy. You know, the feds, they can get all that stuff because it's all digital.
You said he's snitching, so he might be good. Mm-hmm.
Of course he's snitching. I snitched too, because he's trying to blame it all on OTM Bonnie. He's trying to blame it on somebody else. But you gotta understand, some of OTM Jam, OTM Bonnie, they're trying to blame it on him. So
honestly, the only way this would honestly work out for him if he becomes a informant.
Yeah, coming an informant. Yeah.
And they get him back out here, get him back hot. And
yeah,
stuff, and,
that's the only way.
You know, and then he starts snitching on niggas like behind the scenes. That's all they use these niggas for, like a Ghana or a motherfucking, you know.
Because Ghana was like, I ain't with this. I want to live. I'm about to snitch. And then everybody was against 6 9
Black, you know.
Yeah, of course they gonna snitch.
So they think he just on drugs and shit, so they won't ask him no questions about. He don't know. Shit.
Yeah, he crazy on drugs and all that type of stuff, and he reported everything to the FBI. He reported everything to the FBI. Yeah, so because like Diddy gonna get out soon, and he gonna make money. He gonna get out, and the one thing about I can say about Diddy is he had a lot of money. Dirk is spending most of his money he probably has saved all, and you know them lawyer fees is expensive. It's millions of dollars he gonna have to spend all that type of stuff. So we'll see it. But man, I like him. I like him as an artist, Lil Durk. But King Von is like my favorite artist out of all of them. Yeah. But go watch. But Calvin, go. You can go watch it. Get a click. Go. But Calvin B, go watch it. Yeah, who cares? That ain't gonna bother me. You know, go watch it. Get a click. Go get a click in the view. Go watch it.
Big ass boots coming for you.
I just don't know. Like everybody be want to come and say like that's gonna bother me. Like no, go watch it. It's gonna be it for history. I know you talking about me. I was like Wiley talking about you. No, I called you fish. Are you a woman? It's a term that okay, you a woman. Okay. But he called me fish. But at least you ain't crying like Nick at night in the sock. And you know we hate it. Because I remember T.S. Madison called Nick at night fish, and she cried in the baby sock. I said it's not that serious. Because fish is
like I think what it is, women think we're saying that they smell like fish or think it's like that, but it's not.
It's
that.
not that.
It's like cunt. Like
yes,
fishy.
Yeah,
like
yeah. Yeah, they
girl,
they just think they talk about where they smell like fish and all that type of stuff. No, I didn't say you smell like period blood. I know, and I use it because it be pissing them off, and I just be saying, let me just say this.
People don't really hear me say fish. Like, I don't really call the girls fish.
Yeah.
But, like, it's so common. Like, child, we always say, like, you know.
And a lot of, yeah. And, you know, one thing I miss about Atlanta is just something about the water, the freakiness, and I miss it. I will never forget it. I went to Atlanta, you guys, and the Uber driver said, yeah, you from here? Yeah, I'm from Chicago. I'm here to visit, blah, 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 blah. And I thought he was like gonna top me. I was like, oh, he probably a top. I just got the whatever. But he was a bottom. Yeah, choked me, slapped me, like he really wanted to run. And it was like almost scary. He was a attractive Uber driver. And I was so shocked. I said, wow. He went to Uber driver. We was just talking because he picked me up from my friend wants to go to, I guess, the bath house, and I didn't want to go because I'm like, I'm a YouTuber and I don't want people to see me there. So he picked me up from there, and we were talking, blah blah blah, and I was like, yeah, I'm here, and it was like, you want to come up and we could just have like a little nightcap, drink a little, and I said, oh, he probably gonna try to top me. Oh, okay. Did I have a hamburger? I hope I'm going. I'm like, okay, I do what I got to do, and he wanted me to screw him, and I'm like, wow. I was shocked, and that's what I miss. It's just something about Atlanta I like. It's just It's just something about Atlanta. That's why I'm not gonna move to Atlanta because I won't be celibate. I can tell that.
You'll be real freaky.
I'll be real freaky in Atlanta because I know too many people in Atlanta, and I love all these superstars like Brandon Carson, all these people, and it's so many people in Atlanta that I know, especially as in the gay, especially like the gay star. Because I know in Atlanta, y'all look at them as being regular, but to me, they are superstars. I look at these people as celebrities, but to y'all, these are regular people. Like we see them every we at the club, but to me, on the outside, because I don't see them every day, I look at them as celebrities.
Yeah, that's so funny because it's so funny because my friend was like, "Oh my God, you know her," and feel like because like my friend had just moved to Atlanta from like Arizona or something like that, and he saw somebody number like I had just spoke to them like in my phone, and he's like, "Oh my God, you know her," and stuff like that. I'm like,
Yeah, like you look at like all the chase. I would really literally like trying to interview them. Oh, let me get your picture. Like I went to Atlanta the year that Monique did her Netflix special, and it was on Halloween. So I had went to the club that night, and it was who picked me up. And I was like, "Oh, Brandon Carson, this is all you such a suicide." I'm just literally, and I was on station here. I'm like fanning out on all these chasing stars. You would have thought I'm talking to Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, and I'm just buying people drinks. Now, mind you, I'm not a club head, so I'm thinking the drinks are like $4. When I get back to my hotel room, I maxed out my credit card limit, and then mind you, my credit card limit was only $300. That $300 was gone because I'm like, "Man, you get a drink. Oh, it's your birthday. Let's take a shot. Let's take a shot." But I treated them like celebrities, especially Brandon Carson. I told him like, "Bro, that's Brandon. I love you so much. You're so I'm real about him." Like, yeah, I do. Like Maniac, Rico Pure, like all of them, I fan out. I look at them as like as celebrities. Yeah. Like if I see, "Hey, Kevin, let me take your picture." Like, yeah, let me get your autograph. I fan out because I see y'all on the outside, like y'all do stuff, and I see it like it's become like I was like, I look at y'all as celebrities. It is what it is. Now, if I was living in Atlanta, I probably won't be as fan out, and that's probably why I don't want to live in Atlanta. I just want to continue that spirit of, oh, these are celebrities, these are cool people.
yeah, people stay here, they still be
Yeah.
go to the club and stuff. Like you should just see it, like you front us me. I'm like,
Yeah, they very fun. I love it. I love it. I remember, damn, who was the guy? Trey Sorrell. It was Trey Sorrell, his boyfriend at the time. So it was this woman saying, "Oh my gosh, Wiley, I love you." And it was a biological woman. I'm like, "Why?" And she was old. I'm like, "Hey, yeah," and I felt so good. But when I got into that club, I was fanning out, touching on booties. Like it was like it was I had a fun time in the night. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm buying drinks. So I'm like, I'm gonna buy a drink. I gotta fill on you. Like, I'm gonna give you some drinks or whatever. Like I said, that's all. I forgot their name, half of these people, but all of them like these chasing star. I'm addicted because that's how I stopped covering it. Because I used to be addicted to all the chasing Atlanta, chasing LA, but it's not the same. It got kind of boring. And I think because Zeus, yes, yes, that came out. It's just not the same.
yeah, that's even like with the Real Housewives of Atlanta and stuff. Like I feel like all those shows don't got dull because the fighting and stuff we see on these other shows.
Yes, it got to do it because yes, you're right. You're right. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah,
It's not the same.
TV isn't the same, honestly. And I feel like it's gonna be real hard to revamp that, like for real. Like, and they keep on trying to hold off on Nene and shit like that. Y'all add Nene back to the show because y'all are losing viewers.
Yeah, they need to add Nene back to the show. Like it's needed. Like why not? You got Phaedra. You need Nene. K Michelle was a good add-on, but you need Nene. It's missing something.
Like you don't really see them promoting anything no more. Like, where's Married to Medicine? Where's the other housewives?
Yeah,
like,
and I think eventually that's gonna close. I think that's all gonna win. Remember that Love and Hip Hop. Eventually, the Housewives gonna it's ran its course. It's gonna come to an end because like once Zeus came and all that aggressive fighting, throwing people on the ground, it changed the game. And then you're gonna see a lot of them Housewives because once that show that they're gonna be on Zeus. Just watch.
That'd be crazy.
It's gonna happen
Honestly,
because Lemmy got the coin.
what would you know? Everybody's trying to act classy and all this shit, but you know, because on TV they wouldn't show violence and fighting and shit like
No.
that. If they would do all those shows on a network like Zeus, where they can actually get violent, I feel like it would. The ratings will be there, like
Absolutely.
You know, these supposed to be classy women, older women, and stuff like that. I feel like a little slap or two still with it, like, well, still with, get the crowd like, oh my god, like,
Yeah, but I just think with like the networks and the sponsors and the commercials, that's not gonna fly. Especially with the FCC, it's just not gonna fly. Eventually, we are in the age where the FCC don't do that on YouTube on them apps, but that's gonna come to the end. This is gonna eventually. Once somebody get killed on Zeus and all that, then the FCC gonna get involved and be like, no, y'all, we gonna now monitor these apps. But it's eventually gonna happen. Nobody got killed yet, so eventually it's gonna happen. Cause like somebody gonna get a brain aneurysm. Cause if you get hit the wrong way and fall, you can have a heart attack, a seizure, or something. It haven't happened. They just got lucky. It's gonna happen. Watch.
Yeah, I feel like they have to cover that shit up if it do happen.
Yeah, it's going. Yeah. I think eventually, I think eventually it's going to happen, or somebody is going to happen, and they're going to be like in a coma or something. The family going to sue Zeus for wrongful death, or for like wrongful, like it's eventually going to happen if it's just going to happen because it's too violent. It's extremely violent.
It's the stuff that is like even showing these children nowadays, because these children, they're making flyers for fights and events they're having in school and stuff now.
Yeah,
Like,
and then in Chicago,
teaching that.
yeah, Chicago, they do a lot of them team takeovers. They be fighting. They be all in the community. It's just bad. Now when it's sad. It's sad, and because they don't give you a you supposed to be 18, but the mamas is watching Zeus, so you are what your mama watch, and then your mama got to let you watch Zeus because it's only $4.99, and you watch. I don't watch it because it to me is too tough. I used to watch bad. I used to watch when it first came out when For the Love of Chance. It was good. It won all that fighting. Drop. It reminded me of the old I Love New York. That's what I was accustomed to. But once it got to all that drama, fighting, all that, I don't like to see all that. I don't like that in my spirit. It's too toxic.
It's that, and then like, and it's once too many people that I know, like, because at first, it was over there in Los Angeles and stuff like that. So, it was like LA people. So it was like interesting for me to watch. But now that they've, have came over to Atlanta, it's like a lot of Atlanta people. Like,
Yeah, Alonzo.
I don't really get into it.
I think his name is Armin. I think Alonzo Armin. But he used to be so he used to be so attracted to me. And I remember when I was on the phone and my dick got so it got so hard because he was so attracted. This before he got on Now That's TV and all that. Once he got on Now That's TV and all that stuff, he got so unattractive to me because I'm like, I don't like to see you do all that fighting. You light skinned. You don't need to be doing all that fighting, all that. I couldn't watch. I was like, and Bobby Lights, I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm gonna get some pushback. He looked horrible. Like the drugs.
Yeah.
He looked like a zombie. Like, and all the Botox, chap. Lord, poor Bobby Lights. Poor Bobby Lights.
He's fun. He's definitely fun in person. We've been in the section together before.
He's the life of a party. I just said like life is kicking his butt.
He's definitely fun. But at the same time, I wish, people that are closer to certain individuals, tell them, just,
Yeah, because he needs to slow down in that life. Like, oh my, because I like to have fun. Now, mind you, I don't drink. But I remember one time that one of my subscribers I met, I got super, super drunk and I was out of my element. I'm like, man, like one of my moderators took me home. She said, Wiley, I have to almost carry you. I never was drunk in the day of my life. And I had to cut him off because I said, bro, like you attractive, but you a drunk and you making me become, you want me to drink because you give me all these free drinks. Yeah, Nate. Yeah, that was the first day. Yeah, Nate. He got me drunk like, hey, Wiley. And I said, you turning me into something I don't want to be. So I had to cut him off. because I was so drunk, and then I fell up the stairs, and then I felt like it was horrible. It was I was out of my element, and I said, no, I gotta cut you off. You a bad influence, even though you got the coin, bad me all these drinks. I'm like, I just can't do it. I can't be around you. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Very attractive. I would love him to be my boyfriend if he was sober. They said I remember that night y'all was so turned up. We was turned up. We was. No. And then his friend, I recorded his friend. We at the club. His friend, he left the club. He threw up all over him. He fell out all on the concrete. So the security said, well, yeah, that's your friend. You need to go get your friend. I said, sir, I just met him. That ain't my friend. This is my friend right here. I'm making sure Nate is good. And we left, and I had to drive her back to his hotel. That's dangerous. And I told her, I said, Nate, you shouldn't do this, be that drunk. Like you shouldn't do that. And you like, and and then when I got drunk on his birthday, I was so embarrassed. Yeah, I said never again. It's too much. I can't do that. I don't get me wrong. I like a Red Bull and a Hennessy. Just give me like just drink on that one thing the whole night. I don't like all them shot. I can't take it because I'm not alcoholic. So it's gonna go through me like crazy.
And I don't like to be like, oh my God, that's the worst thing in the club for me. Like when I'm feeling like I'm, dizzy or like, and I'm feeling around and shit like that, or I can't keep my eyes open. Like, I don't want to feel like
No,
that.
now I'm down. Like I would do weed. I love like when I tell you we need smoke, and but I'm gonna be upfront with you. I'm like I get freaky. We gotta smash. I get the weed. So like I'm just gonna be honest. I'm very honest. I will be very honest. And so definitely that. But alcohol, I don't like no drunks. Like, I can't. But weed, yes, absolutely weed. And I haven't done weed, and I haven't done that because I will never forget it. In Chicago now back. Was it Jack? Oh, hey. Anyway, he said, yeah, come over, brother. Whatever weed he gave me, I thought I was Mariah Carey singing them high notes and all that type of stuff. Like, I love that. But that alcohol, like, no. Give me some Red Bulls and Hennessy, like just one, and I'm good.
So you be on live again.
Yeah, I remember one time I was on live and I didn't know because you get comfortable when you talking to the camera. And so I'll start rolling up. I was like, oh no, let me delete it because I didn't want to have it up. So one of our subscribers, they took a screenshot. He sent me the screenshot. I said, oh man, no. I got so comfortable with the audio because I would do like 6, 7, 8, 9 hour lives. So I'm rolling up, but I meant to like roll off, turn the camera off. And I thought I had the camera off, and I was right on camera rolling up. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah.
While you still messing with Rico?
No, I haven't messed with Rico in a long time. No, but he did off when I was homeless in Las Vegas. He did offer me to come to New York, and I know I'm gonna have to smash it. That's why I'm kind of avoiding it because I don't really want to make. Right now, the next time I want to make love, I want to get married. I get addicted. Yeah, I was very addictive, very addictive. Yeah, very addictive. And then I do that, and then Rico is the type he falls in love. Like just because I say, I love you, you my only, I love you. You manage. And I say that I don't really mean it. I say that because I like to say it. It's just because go with emotion. But some people take what you say to heart. And so I have to be very cautious on, what I say. Yeah, I calm down a lot. Yeah. When I tell you I had to calm down a lot. Like, yeah, once that Walmart situation, I said I'm gonna just change my life and come down. Yeah. No. Not today. I got that's for my dessert. My just so like child. They said that was my niece. She said because she had some of my juice. Because they ain't gonna know but drink it all up. They said he was worse. Yeah, I was but back in the but I calmed down. I calmed down. Like, I couldn't go to Atlanta. If I'd have moved to Atlanta, no. I'll be celibate for like 1 minute. Because Atlanta is it's just time in the water in Atlanta. It's especially if you are like a YouTuber and you blog, and because I put them on a pedestal, I be saying, "Oh, you so famous! I love your music," and all. And then I start quoting your lyrics. Gays love that. They love that, especially you quote them on the show. They love to be praised. I don't care what nobody says, and I praise you to the highest point. Because I was quoting some that Brandon Carson was saying. He said, "Yeah," I said, "You need to do a show. It was wrong what they did with you at Signal 23 TV, and all." They love that, and I love giving it to her. And now, because at one point, okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me. Don't block me, because I still want to have our dream interview. But he was like, I ain't doing OnlyFans. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. But now, of course, he doing OnlyFans.
Yeah.
But at one point, he wants to do it. But and I ain't gonna say nothing else because the last time I said something, he said, "See, that's what I want to do." Because I told Brandon Carter, I said, "You're my dream interview. That's one of my dream. I want to sit him down because there's so many questions I want to ask him and stuff like that. But then when I talk about Brandon Carson, I gotta talk about when he was remember G Status of ATL. That was my show. G Status.
Oh yeah.
ATL.
That's so great. Yeah, they wanted me on there so bad.
Yeah, but they don't pay. These shows, they don't pay. So you're doing that for free.
Yeah, it was like, and then it was too much drama, too much foolishness, and like I said, they don't pay. But I did a show on Signal TV before. I did probably like 3 shows.
I like them. They pay.
But
They pay.
my folks up there, but yeah, I should get back into that. They had asked me to do another show, but it was around the time I was dealing with my best friend, so I had declined. Literally, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's hard, like, because when you still grieving and you still got to live life and stuff like that. Because I know when I had lost my friend, and I told my female friend, said, I'm gonna send you an Uber Black, come to the hotel room, and so we of course, we got it in, and that women, I'm gonna just tell y'all something real quick. What y'all got between y'all legs is golden. It's golden. It's the best. It had me questioning, and I don't know why, y'all. I don't know why it had me question what is I'm really LGBT, and I was like, oh, I must be bisexual. I must really be into that because it was amazing. It was amazing. You know how some gay guys they'll be around their friends, they female friends, and and then she can get dressed up on them. I'm not one of them type of men. I can't do that because I'm attracted to females. And so we had got it in for that whole weekend in the hotel.
Like females or males more?
Dang, the sex with that female was better than any man that I had. I don't know if it's because I was grieving or what, but it was the best. It was the best. But I like the man. I like men too. I just like both. I don't think it's one over the other. I just like both. But I don't like to do a threesome with a man and a woman. No, I'm not into that. I don't even too much prefer to do threesomes. I like the one-on-one situation. Oh, see, since they said Wiley, I don't have the house in Virginia, y'all. That even if I did, they get free apartments. I let me stop. But they get free apartments. They get housing and stuff like that. If you have that stuff like that, like no, we clean over here. We clean over here. And even if the people, if you do have it, because I've slept with people that had it, I don't discriminate because again, like if you on your meds, if you on prep, it's like we in 2026. We should cancel health reads. Now I can understand this is like 1994. Like, come on now. This is 2026. Now they got the prep. I don't know if you heard they got the prep shots now. Like you can take a shot of prep. So it's like it's no need to be when you up there talking about the wheelchair, y'all just because she had a disability, she had a stroke or whatever.
Wait, who had a stroke?
The female that I was with, that I smashed. She don't need the wheelchair all the time, but y'all need to stop. I should have shared. Sometimes I should have shared. Yeah. They said they work at.
When you fucked the disabled one?
Yeah, she had a stroke, or she had a stroke, or whatever. But it was good. It was good. We had the same age. It was good. 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 She had it this way. It was good. It was good. And she's beautiful, but when she was in college, she had a stroke or whatever. But and I thought I had got her pregnant. I was like, oh, I don't want to get nobody pregnant. I don't want to have kids. Not right now. Once I get financially stable, when I like I don't want to mind it, having about 6 or 7 kids and having them singing to be the new Jackson 5 or stuff like that. But no, Mm-mm.
So you don't want kids.
Not right now. When I get in my 40s, of course. Because I have a lot of nieces and nephews.
They said time is ticking while you almost 40, honey.
I know time, but men is different. Men can have kids at 55. You know what I'm saying? I gotta worry about my and I ain't cut out one of my balls like these trans girls. Like, so both of them is working. Yeah. No, I'm not saying I'm not gay no more. It's a such thing as being bi. And until you don't, and I always tell my gay friends, I said, don't knock it until you try it. uh it's amazing. Out of my entire life, I had sex with like two females. But this last time, like a couple of years ago when my friend passed, let me just, get the Uber Black and invite her over to do the hotel thing. It was amazing. So I don't knock it until you try it. And that's why I be like, women, y'all don't know what y'all have, but you're like, y'all, some women do understand what they have between their legs. It's powerful. It's powerful, but don't knock it until you try it. They say you don't want to be 55 running with a 2-year-old and stuff, though, to be way too late. I understand and I get that, and I get that, but and then you can always adopt or something like that, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But I'm 30, I'm 35. It probably when I'm 40, I'll probably, I think I told my mom I probably prior to the first time I probably have like twins or quadruplets, probably because I talk about it a lot. Kim, do you want kids?
I do want kids actually.
Yeah.
I want maybe 3 children. I
Three.
want, I want 2 sons and maybe a daughter.
Yeah. I want at least only thing about the daughters, I have to have a partner that or a wife that know how to do hair because I do not know how to do girls' hair. I don't know how to do girls' hair, but yeah, but I definitely have to have some children and stuff like that. But I'm glad that we was on here like talking, and I know y'all on YouTube. I know it's a 388 of y'all watching me on X. I bet they be like, "What the hell they talking about?" Them, I bet y'all calling me all type of gay slurs under y'all breath. They said today's economy, anything more than one kid is pushing it. I get it, I understand it, but if you have a team, like if it's two people and y'all both working, got good careers, it's doable. It's doable to have a
Like
decent
back then,
family.
I feel like it was so easy.
It was. It was.
You know,
But not a lot of
because I
parents now is on social media with their kids and doing content and making, you know what I'm saying? Like more people, especially if you're a man and you like if you put on social media, because this guy, he get a lot of views. I'm a single father, and they be eating up them comments. You such a good dad.
yeah,
Stuff like
showing
that.
him that he braiding the daughter hair and
Yeah.
and get her ready for school. Yeah, the mothers eat it up.
They eat it up
They
so
be
you can
eating it
make a
crazy.
nice coin. So it's ways so you can make your money and stuff like that. But times is hard. Like it ain't the same. Like back when our mom and grandma, they can retire and own a home and all that. Now it's just like you have to make almost even $100,000 a year ain't no money now. But back in the day, back in the early 2000s, that was some nice money. But
Right.
now because rent, and I know even in Atlanta, they were saying how the prices is going up in Atlanta and stuff like everywhere. Even I remember when I moved to Dallas, it was cheap. But once all the people from California moved, that they jacked that rent up like crazy.
Shit crazy. Like the society, I just want the world to just get back to where it was.
Yeah, but it,
But
it ain't it
that'll
ain't gonna
never
never
happen.
get back there. It's gonna get now you got AI and now you got AI taking jobs. Now you got self-driving car. Don't y'all have that in Atlanta? The self-driving
Yeah.
Uber drive.
So many of them, like literally, definitely taking all the Uber jobs and
And
stuff
all
like that.
and then people keep saying it's cheaper than Uber. Yes, first starting out, it will be. But once all the Uber and them go away, all watch them prices, you're gonna be paying more for those self-driving. But just watch. I remember when I was an Uber driver back in the day, we was making nice money because it was new. And it was just throwing money at drivers. Now you barely can make money like that
Yeah,
drive for Uber and Lyft. And it's
right.
gonna be the same thing with the self driving. Only thing I don't like with self driving car, because what if somebody hack that and you in a car and take your ass on the expressway driving 100 miles?
It was like literally drive 100 miles into a wall or something.
Yeah, what? Like that's the thing. Like you have no control over that. Like that's the fear.
But the thing is, like, it don't like the cars don't go to on the freeway or the expressway. And they just stay really on the main roads, and they really stay only in the city area.
Yeah,
It's not like
but in Texas, they even testing out that this is dangerous. Them trucks, them on the expressway.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
said, ain't no way.
one has completed a 72-hour trip.
Ain't no way.
Like,
Ain't no way. I don't even want to be. I don't even like driving around like people with human beings behind a truck. I always try to say, let me because I don't know if you sleep. I don't know if you on your phone. Now just imagine you ain't got nobody controlling that. No, absolutely not.
Like just like that movie that Barack and Michelle Obama had produced. It showed all those motherfucking Teslas or AI cars and shit, all trapping the Americans and everybody, like basically blocking the bridges, blocking the expressways and shit, like to trap everybody from, when it's time to get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah,
Like,
that's in that, but eventually that's going to happen because it's all computer. Anytime AI is computer, so it can be hacked. It's sad, but I don't want to be one. I'm gonna be old school. Let me drive and give me a drive and stuff like that. I don't think that will ever go away. But it would just be some more a severe competition. It's just going to be.
I feel like
they trying to replace it.
That's what Elon Musk. That's why I feel like that's why Trump got Elon away from him because it was like that what Elon was trying to push for.
Yeah, he was trying right because remember the electric vehicles. Now in Chicago, a lot of them electric vehicles in the winter, it was not starting. It was just stranded. And I'm like, ain't no way in the world. And the reason I don't like the electric car because I like having gas cars. You go to gas station and pump it. I don't like maybe because I'm staying in the hood at a charging station and you just got to be there for an hour or that. Take me to a gas station. Let me pump the gas.
Yeah, that do be honestly that is dangerous. I feel like because pumping gas, it is quick, easy, and efficient. Just pump your gas and go. But sitting at a motherfucking charging station for an hour or so when somebody come up and hit you upside your head, steal your car.
Yeah, like I don't like that. So I'm glad that there's choices and stuff like that. And I'm not one of the ones that say AI is bad. No, AI do have some good perks to it. I'm not gonna say it's bad and stuff like that, and stuff like that. But I don't think it should replace humans. But it will be because I saw this article, you guys, and the companies now are going back to human beings because the AI software is so expensive. They said this shit ain't cheaper than replacing humans. It's more expensive because you got to pay for all that software and all that data. So in the end run, a lot of companies start rushing. Oh, let's get AI to replace. Then they said, oh, we got to hire y'all back because it's too expensive hiring AI, having AI to replace y'all because you pay for all that data.
And they realize it's making everybody motherfucking water nasty and
shit. It's
shit.
water, yes.
People who's working in the factory shit, they don't want their water nasty and shit. So
yeah. And then the noise when I'm down center, like the noise, I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. And they say it's gonna take up. I was like, no, don't get me wrong. I love Chat GPT. I love it because you can ask different questions, stuff like that. I love it. I think it's a good source to use. But I think that you got to be cautious with it because they have some issues taking up the water. People electricity bills are going up because of these data centers. It's crazy.
If China was able to make a way to create AI without having to use so much water and this that, and third, like why we can't.
America is crazy. America is stubborn. America don't like America. What I've learned, if China find a way, oh, we better than China. We're gonna just use the water. America is arrogant and the way how we do stuff because China got their tech, baby. In China, the way they tech is going in China is so advanced than America. And they still got human beings like working. Even if you go to the doctor, it's so advanced in China. And I would love us to go to China. Like we Jack Chat, we gotta do a trip in China because like China, they are super advanced in China than America.
Yeah. Yeah, they are advanced. I mean, I feel like I feel like we'll get there. I feel like we just need to, like, it's okay to take notes or
Yeah, take notes and do it, and just do what's efficient and what's better. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
but at the end of the day, because remember, our generation, remember when the internet? Oh, the internet is gonna. Back in the day, they was talking about calculators. Oh, we don't need calculators. It's gonna make the kids dumb. But now we have calculators, and so this is just our generation, the new thing. Just like when the internet came out. Oh my gosh, the internet's gonna replace. What did it replace a lot of stuff? Yes, but did humans adapt? Yes. And I think we as humans, we're gonna adapt with this AI. We're gonna adapt with this AI trend. It is what it is. Humans gonna always adapt. It's always, and then you're gonna always have people, it's dangerous, F AI, but it's not going nowhere. It's gonna continue to advance.
So how you feel about the humanoids that they trying to basically release, like the human robots that they're trying to, put out and about in, the streets and stuff now?
I would love it. So now one thing I don't like, because it ain't gonna last in the hood. Don't when you get your delivery, the robots deliver your food, stuff like that. I don't like that because they're gonna steal that and all that, and that's gonna be unsaid. I don't like that. But I do like the drones. Like you get a delivery and the drones deliver your package and stuff like that. I like that because I would love to say, "Ooh, Dad, I would love to order me a pack of cigarettes," and the drones just. I would love that. I think that I like, but the humans, the robot, I think that's kind of dangerous because it's gonna get so advanced. What if it started attacking you? It was a movie that I was watching called the man had sex with the robot and stuff like that. Because eventually you can do that with the robots too. And it was in a movie, and then a robot started turning against the wife and stuff like that. So it's just dangerous. It's some dangers to it, and I don't know. I love humans. I love.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, they try
But
to.
people get on AI and they be telling their business, and then this kid got on AI, he commit suicide. He was on AI because they ain't like they because you got some weird people that is into stuff like that. It's weird people because I know even McDonald's saying they are investing in making automation in their restaurants. The kicker is you're gonna pay more for your food because all that data is going to be expensive. It's not going to be cheaper. I don't know why they think that's going to be cheaper. That's a lie. They're telling us it's like all that. But I would prefer it doing the robots because the fries will be hot versus it just sitting out being stale and cold.
True.
Because like that's the plus with that. And then you know what I'm saying? Because like, a lot of these restaurants, it's hard for them to have records. They don't pay nothing. They don't pay nothing. And McDonald's and stuff like that, and Burger King, they paying what minimum wage. And so I would love, you and all that. So I get it. I get it. I understand it. But I don't agree with it. But I would you would adapt to it. But
Yeah,
people
that's why I feel like those type of fast food jobs, like should be for like high schoolers or college kids and stuff like that that's trying to just make some money. Um, like,
it's
because
hard.
you see these people like literally be working in these fast food chains for all their life for 10 plus years, and all they give them is the goddamn coupon.
As a coupon. Like I've seen it even when I was like doing CNA work. I've seen CNAs work for 40, 50 years, but they back broke or twisted. Their body is just beat up, and all that. And it's so I remember that it was a guy at Burger King. He never missed a day. Worked for like 40, I think it was like 30 or 40 years, and they gave him, I think, a gift card.
Yeah, they gave him like a gift card or something.
I'm like, and it was a black man. I was like, damn, y'all couldn't give him like 10% of the company. Like some, but back in the day when our grandparents worked for them faculty, they'd give you like a gold watch or a good pension. They don't do that now. Most, you blessed if you could work for a job, you got a good pension and all that. But most of that stuff it don't exist. Most of these jobs don't offer that. So I'm glad we was able to have this conversation. Well, how long we been up on? How long you been? Because you was live before we got up on here.
Yeah, I just got up on here. I'm grateful that you even came over here. You really, you know, I thank you for this conversation.
Yeah.
I haven't had a real conversation, in a minute. We be over here banging, child. So, I really appreciate this. Okay. Shit, I'm finna bang right now, actually. So, I appreciate you for real.
Yeah,
for
because
real.
y'all be over here arguing. So like, I like to talk about topics. Like, I don't like all that drama. Like,
I mean, we talk about things here and there, depending, because, I do be at work. So,
oh, congratulations.
during those little 30-minute breaks, child, I just be like, fuck it, let me just bang, bitch. But,
Yeah.
in the morning time, I try to, do topics and stuff like that and really get into stuff. But since I'm not at work right now, like, I really appreciate this. But
Yeah, it's good. Thank you. Oh, okay. The guest. They said who's the guest? Cam K. Oh, let me type it in the chat for y'all. And he got records. And we'll have to interview on camera too, so they can see for your music. So they can stream your song.
I should definitely do an interview. Oh my gosh, that would be perfect. Can
Yeah.
they hear me on there?
Yeah, they heard you the whole time because like we was waiting on a little dirt.
Hey, you guys. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because like we on X and on YouTube.
On Station Head. Hey, you all.
Yeah.
What's up?
Because we was live, because we was all waiting on Lil Durk update. And I was like, man, let me talk about Sydney Star. And I saw that you was live. And I said, oh, I'm thinking about you. And I said, let me come on here. And I said, let me just go on station. I think he probably live on station. And I went on there and I said, let me just come on his live and something like that. And I miss that shit because I used to love watching listen to Milagro Grams up there. They be dragging me. I like her. She thick and beautiful. If I had a lot of money, I would pay off her debt, but we would have to smash for like a weekend. I'll pay her debt off, of course. But I had to hit it from the back and all that, and listen to a Tory Lanez record. Because I don't care whatever, I love Milagro Grams. I like her. I like her. Even though she kind of dumb with that lawsuit like that. Well, our audience, I'm gonna go over there and mess with it because I go over there and then let me bring Wiley up. Wiley, what you say? Then be just dragging the film. It's fun. I don't take what they say personally.
It used to be so fun.
It used to be fun.
That she would
go back to being fun.
Yeah, and possibly forgive me in a way, and
she need to forget everybody because she need all the coins that she needs. She need all.
Right.
She need to forget everybody. See, I don't get that person with her and all that type of stuff. Like I don't like I okay.
Yeah, I didn't. We wasn't personal like that, but I supported the fucking show.
Yeah.
I use this platform for what it is, to play music. So I was releasing music, having her, play it and promote it, and get some money in her pockets and shit like that. So it was like a win-win situation. It was like,
And I will never forget when she got in that car accident. Yo, when she got in that car accident and ice with the Crocs.
Crazy.
And I start updating the website. I start saying something about her. I said, you hit that white lady on. It was like, I love getting other bloggers because I get turned on, especially when she get the cussing me out. I love it. It's an attraction. So I love getting her. She's like, wait, F you. What you saying? You just want to F me? I'm like, listen, I ain't got nothing to say. Like, listen, I'm like, why you if they hit that white man? And I just love her. Like and then she was like, I thought you that bad. It was hard. I like Milagro. Like Milagro do have a sweet side. I'll never forget the sweet side that she has. But she will cuss you. Yeah, she.
Because I dragged her into oblivion. I sparked a lot of things.
Yes.
So
Oh yes. The tow truck driver said, "Oh yeah, you smell like weed." He said it, and I caught it on a screenshot. Like I missed that. Like when I used to troll on my website, I said, "I'm going to troll her."
like weed, bitch.
Yeah, he said you smell like weed. It is strong. And he was telling her like to spray like perfume or something because you get in trouble like driving under influence. Oh wait, we just got somebody just DM me saying Casanat is expecting a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
He just did a story time saying he has a daughter.
Wait, what?
Oh wait, can you hear? Oh wait, oh Casanat. Oh Casanat he just did a story time on his Twitch saying that he has a daughter.
Wait, who?
Casanat, you know the Twitch streamer.
Oh yeah, okay.
So somebody just DM me that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's gonna be an ugly baby. I mean, no, it's not. It's not on me to say it's gonna be. I meant to say that in my mind. No, I don't think it's gonna be an ugly baby. They said, man, Wiley's a troll. They said start talking about the dog and his fall with Haywire. Wiley had clipped audio to the children's drum and uploaded on his website. It was hilarious. Yes, I used to show like, man, I gotta bring that website back. It used to have T.S. Madison. She called me dead eye because I said somebody had allegation with T.S. Madison, said that she R-worded him, assaulted him. So I posted the website, T.S. Madison facing criminal charges. So I used to troll, like I used to try. I missed that. Yeah, wiredthetroll.com was a perfect website. It was fun, and I missed it because I used to get up early, drink my coffee, whatever I see. I used to just troll. It was fun, and I like uh what's her name? Milagro, because she was talking about he posts me on his website, and I'm like, I like because she used to be cussing. I just like her response because I always say something negative in the comments and stuff, but I don't like that she got sued. I don't like it. I don't appreciate her that she got to pay all that money and stuff because she's a mother, and her husband, he needs to get a job or something, or get a construction company, and all that, or she needs to dump him and get a Mexican because Mexicans know how to build walls and houses.
Playing the game while she's trying to struggle to get.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't like that either.
Like miserable as fuck. Like nigga, if you don't get off your ass, like do something. Like, bitch, what? But then again, it is her problem.
Yeah, it's her problem. It's her problem. But she could have did the OnlyFans. She would have had that money raised by now. I would have subscribed. I'd have been one of her subscribers because there's a lot of dudes that would subscribe to the live girl. Because DJ Academics could have been like, y'all go to her OnlyFans. She could have made her money for that. And I'm like, 75,000. Because people keep saying that ain't no money. That's some money if you ain't got it. You get hit with a $75,000 debt.
You really think she would have made money on OnlyFans?
Absolutely. If she would have screwed DJ Academic, that'd have been disgusting.
Yeah, I feel like she would have.
Or if she would have schooled Tory Lane's brother from Canada, of course. She would have made her coin. Like, people like to see that. Like, she would have made her coin. Oh, okay. Might be clickbait. Okay. So they said it might be clickbait. Okay. I'm gonna subscribe for sure. I like Milagro. She's a beautiful black woman, and then I like her ghetto-ness, but she also very smart. And I don't know why Kim can. Maybe you can explain. So why she not monetized on YouTube? I be like, girl, all the money you leaving on the table, especially with that that Megan trial, like with the Tory Lanez trial, like she could have made a lot of coin off that.
Yeah, she fumbled the bag, like literally.
Yeah. But I'm glad this stuff. So I can't wait till music come out Friday. That's gonna be dope. I'm gonna come back over here because I know you're gonna have a listening party for your audience.
Yes.
That's gonna be
Music dope. Friday. We're gonna definitely listen all together to new music, and
I'm definitely down for it. Somebody said, why are you trying to take your man AP? What did they tag? Is that the one that the lawyer guy, the one that no lawyer stuff? Because I remember he was on here before, I believe. That come on your show. The one that always talk about lawyer. Oh, that's not him.
That is crazy in these comments.
Yeah, that is crazy in the comments. She already have naked on. That's what I'm saying. She already have naked on Instagram. Because I save it in my phone. She already have naked on Instagram, so I take a screenshot. I'm like, you might as well go on OnlyFans. And there's a lot of women making money taking pictures of her feet. Now I don't know how her feet look. She probably got some of the Mississippi feet. But we'll see how she probably got some Mississippi. She probably got some country ass feet. Now, mind you, I got that for you, Simone, the comedian Simone, because she said Oprah Winfrey look good, but them feet is country. She got the Mississippi feet. That was so funny. I like watching Simone, the comedian. I watch a lot because like when I smoke weed, I gotta watch a lot of comedy shows because I like to laugh and stuff. You saw her feet. Oh, and she got some good feet. Okay, she got some pretty feet, but she can make money because there's people that make money off feet.
Do she? Oh, I see that big toe hanging out.
No, wait a minute. What? Wait, like, she got a big pink, a big toe. Like, uh. Oh yeah. Oh, that was not a pretty picture. Now, she already knew the price of service. She should have got her makeup and looked done up. She looked like she was in hiding. Like, no, it looked like she looked like a kidnap victim. You know when the police come get you, like, oh yeah, come rescue victim. Like what? Like, what is the update? What is the update of that lawsuit? Is they still suing her?
Oh yeah, it was just an update. Not too long ago, I think. But they still pursuing it heavy. She got 75K to pay or something like that.
That's great. That it's just too much. I can't with her and all these lawsuits and stuff like that. So I guess she ain't doing no more mob events. I don't think she don't do no more of that.
Oh, she was crying about it in the morning.
No,
I mean, there was somebody DM me. They said that Malaga was on there crying in the morning.
I can imagine she on that cry. Oh, I wish I was there to hold her. She is so thick and she chocolate too. Yeah, but I can imagine her on that crying.
Oh well.
And she chocolate. I like Milagro. But I think Milagro need to make up with everybody and really bring back the show and y'all have a conversation and y'all talk about it and forgive you. It ain't like she like her best friend. But shut up, her best friend sitting there doing all that crying and testifying. What happened to him?
Oh, he been ghosted ever since. Wait, this shit was scary for him hanging on him. He came back and everybody was like, you was pussy.
All that crying, he was the ain't nowhere in the world. This is you two. I'd have been in the courtroom, laughed. I'd have got put out. Probably been like, what the world? He was boo-hoo in that courtroom.
They said this shit was crazy.
What? So he haven't post okay, because I'm at the action. I'm like, where is he at?
Yep. He been cricket since November.
Wow.
Yep.
See?
Shocked everybody trying. We was like, what?
See? It's like that. I don't understand when people get that if you cry like that, you shouldn't get on social. Yeah, I'm glad he gone. Because you shouldn't get that invested into social media like that. Like you like to no shade, he did all that on his like on your own. It ain't like Milagro put a weapon up to his head and say, do this, you better like it's like you got caught up in all that. I don't get caught up in the codish behavior of Milagro. I understand she is an entertainer and all that. I don't watch her and you got to be careful consuming her because it get addictive. You become like a cult follower. I look at her for entertainment because she used to go live 10 hours a day, 20 hours. I commend her consistency, but it's like, when it's like a cult, like her audience is like a cult. It is a cult. The way how he was crying, he had his breakthrough. Oh, I wish I was there to cuddle him. Like, it's okay, baby. Let's smoke. Because he was a good follower at one point, but he was in that boo-hoo in that courtroom. But okay.
And it's fucked up. Like, you know.
Yeah, she was being compensated back then. Yeah, to me, because she not monetized. Do even station have monetized people like that? Oh, they don't do that no more. Because I heard she not getting monetized. Like she not monetized on station. I heard. I don't know how true that is.
I don't even think she be on Twitch no more.
Wow, I feel for her. I'm a DM her. I'm gonna show her some love and a DM. And so she probably because like when she was live on Instagram, she was trying to act like she didn't see my comment. Like respond, and I know she going through it. They said don't waste your time, Wiley. Okay. They said what? They said Jalen roll her bread. Not just said Jalen roll her bread. Yeah, but I don't want to talk your ear out. But I'm so glad we was able to dive in and talk. That's all I see. Station is addictive because you can be on it for like Well, I think what they cut us off at 4 hours or something like that. It used to be 4. It's 5 hours. Yeah, I used to be over here. I remember what trial was it? Justice Smollett. We stayed on station until like the 5 hour mark, and then I had to come back for another 5 hours because it's addictive.
It really is, especially when some shit really going on. Like it's crazy. So I won't be here damn near 24 hours.
Yeah. So you off today, or you work? You got to work today?
No, I'm off.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I was at work, but then I had, ended up leaving because I actually wasn't on the schedule. I was like,
wait a minute, you sure that went on the schedule?
Usually I am, but like I should have checked my phone.
What? I think I showed up one time. Oh yeah, I showed up to a job one time. I'm up here doing patient care. They said, "Why, Marquise, you not on the schedule?" I'm like, "What? Did you want to say?" I said, I gotta go. I just remember I gotta pick my." Oh, so somebody said I was listening to my radio station today. She has a new lawyer for her second lawsuit. The lawyer wants $10,000 up front. Millie said she contacted the station and told them that they owe her $50,000. Remember, they stopped paying her last year. She was getting a little over $6,000 a month. So $50,000 sounds about right. Millie showed them her contract and said you need to honor it. Station has said that you can have $12,000. That's it. Millie said, no, I want all of my money. They told her to take it or leave it. I would have took it. Millie said she don't have no money. So how is she going to fight it? What do you think? Wow. And then somebody said she said 30. Like, she should have been monetized everywhere. And I'm surprised she not on TikTok because they got quiet on the quick. That beard and that wig, so Santana, why you ain't on TikTok, Milagro? I think she ashamed of how she look. I think she insecure how she look.
Yeah. Her eyes real book.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be eating damn chips, but nah.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, I feel like she definitely probably was terrified, just to be on camera like that. And then again, and tell what the fuck, she be over there smoking and shit and doing all type of shit. So.
And then she educated. Did she say she got a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, or was I making that up? Did she say she have a degree?
The court pulled it up, and they said it wasn't legitimate.
God. Oh Lord, let me stop. Wait a minute. Because she said I'm so educated, I got me a bachelor's.
It was a community college or something.
Oh, so she ain't got her bachelor's, she probably got an associate. Okay. Poor Milagro.
But yep. What a motherfucking shame, child. He said, Cam, stop it. What? That ain't right. They said she appreciates Tasha K for the interview. What do you think of that?
I don't think it was a for me, honestly, it was stupid for her to go to Tasha K because Tasha K just used her for the moment. And then when she dissed Armand, I think she should have stayed cool with Armand and said, you know what, Armand, let's make money. Let's do a podcast together. Armand and Milagro could have did a podcast together and they could split the proceeds 50-50. Because Armand interviewed her, it was a good interview. I think it was just dumb for her to go to Tasha and Tasha didn't offer her no money or no deal or no bread. She need money. She need coin. She need coin. She don't need to be working for free.
And then she really let Tasha K sit there and play in her face and saying that, okay, I'm gonna pay your fees. I'm gonna pay you. And Tasha K didn't that.
If she believed that, she might don't believe that Tasha K talk about this. The same woman saying, my son asked me something, Wiley, I gotta cancel podcast with you for you to come over here. My son had an announcement, and the son was in the backyard playing. She lies a lot. Not saying just like she just said on her platform yesterday, Pierre The guy from Quality Control CEO said that he dead, but they working out his finances. He brain dead and something like, but they're gonna announce it in a couple of weeks or months. Like Tasha, stop it.
Girl, what?
That's what she said on her app. He dead,
Oh
but
my
they're gonna
God.
announce it in a couple of weeks or in a couple of months.
See, I haven't actually heard, I haven't listened to Tasha in a minute. I was listening to her like a lot, then I had end up, I pulled back a little.
Yeah, I pulled back. It's just not the same. I pulled back on it. Maybe because when I had got into school and I started really getting into school, so I kind of pulled back from just YouTube, social media. One of my friends said, "You got to come back. You got to make your money. Come on back. You've been gone for a long time." And I'm like, maybe because I'm getting older, and that's why I want to hurry up and get this degree. I graduate next year. I don't want to be in my 50s doing content. I'm sorry, I just don't. Unless I'm so successful and I got a team of people, you know what I'm saying, and I have like a company, a team of people, and I'm thriving and all that. Then of course, but I do want to get somewhere else in my career and do something in real life, and then do like YouTube stuff on the side and stuff like that. But if it's because if I break a story and we and Cam, you start breaking a story, we start getting so famous, then I'll stay, of course. But I always gotta have a backup plan. I gotta have a backup plan. I gotta have a backup plan. Because I damn sure don't want to be 75. Did you hear what Cardi B said? The nigga been dying. I'm an oxygen tape still talking about celebrity gossip. No. So when I do make the money, I'm gonna make sure I get properties and all that type of stuff. I don't want to be sitting here because like my girl,
Culture and
yeah, culture.
goddamn
No Western culture, right? Cardi B and all the nigga, they gonna be.
we talking about the little generation. They coming fast too.
They call it back because I like I know some of y'all don't like her trim. I like her. She
Oh yeah, trim.
she's I like her.
She.
I like her a little bit.
I wouldn't mind a Nicki Minaj clone on like if Nicki Minaj had her hands in it.
Yeah, like all like mentoring somebody.
Label, like
yeah.
Imagine if she had all them girls like on her label, like like Ice Spice, Trim,
yeah.
then JT.
Ooh, Ice Spice is falling off.
Like like under heavy on the record, like it would have been phenomenal. But they didn't want Nicki Minaj in that position.
No, and I think honestly, once it all, Nicki, she, you can just step on the wrong toes in the industry. And I think way back in the day when she was going against the Catholic Church and she went against the dude and she said he was so powerful, Nicki, and I do think she got. I don't like to use the word blackball. I think she got whiteball in the community. I really believe that she pissed somebody so powerful off, and I think Jay-Z is part of it. I don't think he's not the only one. But because she should have 20 Grammys. No shade. She should have 20 Grammys. She should be the most awarded in Grammys as a female act when it comes to rap because she's that talented. There's no way in the world you can tell me Nicki ain't got no Grammy. Like that's crazy. That is crazy.
Because I feel like they didn't want Nicki to have those Grammys because she would have more than Beyonce.
Yeah, she should because Nicki was on fire. Like
Beyonce is technically the most Grammy person, now.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and then a lot of that stuff too is political.
Had 22 Grammys. Like what?
Yeah.
Or how many Grammys Beyonce got? Like I feel like Nicki accolades and stuff like that. Like she's phenomenal. Like she hasn't missed, bitch. Like the bitch is great. Like she is dope. I love Nicki.
And she's still dope at her age. She's still dope. And she's still dope. And I appreciate that. I love it. I love her as an act. Shout out to Lil Kim. I'm still trying to get tickets, you guys. She got the orchestra that's gonna play for her debut, her hardcore album. I love her. Shout out to her man. It's just something about Lil Kim and her man. They got one good hot record. They make good. That I like that record that they got. But
I still making music.
Yeah, Lil Kim. She's still making music. Yeah, she got her orchestra coming out in November. She have an orchestra to play for her hardcore album. And it's a rumor. someone told me that Cardi pulled to work with Kim and some other artists. So it was rumored. I don't know how true that is. But yeah, look, Kim's still doing her thing. I'm like she's still doing her thing, and I appreciate her because I still like listening to Lil Kim music. I still even Nicki music. I love music. I don't get caught up in the stand culture because I'm biased because I like to listen to everybody. If it's a good record, it's a good record. JT, if it's good, I was like I don't get into the stand like I can't listen because I'll be lying. I don't listen to nobody but Nicki. That's a lie.
Yeah, I don't do that. I couldn't possibly do that. I'm someone who makes music. I love all type of music. I listen to everybody, just to see and hear and hear
Yeah.
people's thoughts and stuff like, or hear their cadence and hear the melody of the song or whatever. But yeah, like
Yes, music. I love music. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna have to go listen to that Lil Kim song. I know she's still making
Yeah, yeah. What's the name of the song? That song came out a couple years ago, but it's just good. I just like it.
right. I love music, like
I love
literally,
it.
like
Yeah, look him as a. I love it. I be in. When she had her what was that nine her album, and I said Kim. It's like when you don't have the machine behind you, it's hard. But Kim, I I still to this believe that she should have a biopic. It's no shade. People once
yeah.
a biopic, not a I love because black folks, we love biopics. We love especially after that Michael Jackson. I'm like, we need a biopic. And Nikki need a biopic as well. And because her story, she carried female rap for a long time. Before all these women came back, influx of all these new girls, she carried it for over a decade by herself.
Yeah, I would honestly like to see that. I want to hear, I want to see Foxy Brown's story.
Foxy Brown story too. Every year,
Like,
Foxy, Missy Elliott story and all that.
like,
Yeah,
I want to know the truth. I don't want them to put glitter on it and shit like that. I want to know honestly, like, what the fuck is going on and how y'all feel behind the scenes and shit like that. Like, I really want to see y'all, how, you know, even when if Nicki Minaj documentary come out, I want to, know about the maid you want slapped up and shit like that. Like, I want to know all the
you want to know
details and things.
details about that because it's no book. If I'm not mistaken, y'all, I have a book came out about Nikki yet about her career and all that. You know how they have the unauthorized biopics, unauthorized autobiographies. Because I know I read one about Aretha Franklin and it was good. It was juicy. She said she was gonna sue the guy before she passed. She was gonna sue him because it's a bunch of lies, but it was juicy. But I would love to like look him. Her book having came out. I would love to just read, and I would love to hear their side. And I would love for Nikki to sit and write a book. I would love to. I would read it.
And that's why I want all these, like, you see all the older artists getting older and stuff like that. I want Shaka Khan to do more interviews and stuff like that because
Yes.
I want to know all the older stories, like, motherfucking Patti LaBelle. Like, they need to do more interviews and stuff and talk about what happened in the past and shit like that.
Yes,
like,
before they die. Absolutely.
Like, everything. Like,
you're right.
I love, we always listen to music. We always basically,
We grew up on that music. Yeah, facts. I agree. I agree. I would love to see a Brandy biopic. Her book, I read her book. Her book was good. I would love because they need to like tell their story, like to get their story told and stuff like that. So I would love to hear all that because it's very important. Even for Kim, not for Kim, for Foxy, so much history. I would love to hear Jay-Z. I would love to see a biopic for him. It's because like Biggie had a bio. I don't want to wait to.
Yeah, I want to know what Jay-Z said when Foxy Brown went deaf. Like, when he just screaming her name, like.
She did went down. Like even for the Kim story, I want to see her get beat in the play. Like Kim, I emailed it to her team. I want to see the plastic. She had to be so truthful in this. The plastic surgery, you have to address it. Why did you get the plastic surgery? The abusive relationships.
I know she done got surgery sometimes and went to the mirror and looked at herself and started crying.
Of course.
Like, I want to see shit like that. Like,
and if she do that, I guarantee it will go so ultra viral. The world like will appreciate that. Like, damn, Kim really got vulnerable. I would love to see that. Like, I want to go to the and I want to cry. Like, oh yeah, man, I didn't know. Whoa, yeah. And that would help the younger girls that's before they start doing surgery to look at Kim's story and be like, yeah, yeah.
See, we need to produce the goddamn biopic.
Yeah. Cause I would love to see because she never really addressed it like that. And if she did, it's been years ago. We need to see it in a biopic. Now, some of her fans will give me she did address. I'm talking about in a bio. We want to see it in a movie theater. We want to see it on the screen. Somebody playing her, and I'm talking about a dope artist. It could be an unknown artist, somebody that we have never seen before to play Lil' Kim. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? I would love to see that.
Right.
Yeah, because after that Michael movie, I'm like, I would love to see some more before they die, and I would love for them to appreciate it while they're alive and see it instead of oh they did. Oh, let's do a movie now. Well, why they can't do it while they're alive?
Exactly, because I can only imagine when Beyonce and Jay-Z get up out of here, child. They finna run they estate finna run they.
It's gonna be so many movies. It's gonna be like crazy.
It's gonna be so many movies, so many this, so many that, so many man, so much shit. Like it's gonna be crazy.
They're gonna have so many movies. So yeah, definitely. And one thing I like about Beyonce, how they set up, I think they set up her daughter to become a billionaire. To do, I believe she's gonna be. That's that next generation. Beyonce daughter, Kim Kardashian daughter. All mind you, they're gonna be in their 20s one day, and we're gonna be up in age. Like, oh, I really y'all little kids, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but hey,
I'm get in late 20s. I'm gonna be in my late 30s.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in my probably
40. So
yeah, probably like late 40s for me, late 40s and 50s. Yeah.
Have a big major shift.
It's gonna be a shift in the culture. Yes, it's gonna be a shift.
These people that was born in like the 1940s, the 1960s, and shit finna die.
Yeah, they died, and they already died. Yes.
1980 people in 1990. It's gonna be a whole.
It's gonna be a whole generation of you. Facts. You're right.
Yeah,
you're
like,
right.
It's gonna be a whole shift. Honestly, like all the people finna die. That's why I feel like they're trying to make these hardcore rules. They're trying to teach their young white boys to do this and do that. Them little boys, like child, no, leave these folks alone, child. Like these white kids, they really want to hang around black folks stuff like that, but they get weird and start killing us and shit like that. Like,
yeah, very weird.
Time. But still, I feel like all this fuck shit we got going on. It's just crazy. But I do feel like they're trying to coach them into like just keeping things how it is, but I feel like the world finna definitely change.
It's gonna be a shift. It's gonna change. As long as we keep living, it's gonna be more of a shift. It's gonna be more of a change and stuff like that. Because again, we keep living, and then before you know it, our generation, we're gonna be singing citizens 85, 90. Yeah, I remember the next thing. I still got it. No, you don't. Sit down. It's like, but it's going.
Okay, I can only imagine what the hell music is gonna sound like when we up there and that like what is like because it already has been going downhill. Like
yeah,
like I don't know.
We don't and that's the thing. And like
I just hope it don't go straight to AI music
and AI taking over. Some of the AI stuff I like. Some of the AI stuff I do like. Like that black lady, remember the black lady? She was like, I write the records, but I feed it to AI. Not everybody is trying to do, and it all sound the same because I know that it's like the AI voice is sound the same.
That's why K Michelle was mad because she said, I don't know if I'm training AI to sound like me or what, but a lot of them sound kind of like her, like
They train it like that, yeah, because they feed. You can feed that audio, her voice in AI and all that and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, we need to make Cam K to make the music industry great. Yes, and we just make dope ass. Remember back when artists used to sell CDs on the like get back to that hustle, performing, grinding, and stuff like that. That's why Nicki have so much staying power because how she got here. She was right before the streaming era, right before this. Because I remember I bought her album at the store, the CD. So
back then, like the internet was still fresh and kind of new. So I feel like, Nicki doing what she was doing, it was fresh on the internet. Like
it was fresh. Like it was right there. Yes.
She was getting those replays on that shit because it was like, oh, this bitch is dope. Like
yes.
She's rapping shit. Like, look, you know, they wouldn't upload shit on, you know, the internet shit. Like, maybe
No, they
video
way
stuff,
before
but
that.
they,
Like,
like,
yeah.
it wasn't. So it was fresh for like our
It was
eyes to like it. So I
absolutely.
feel like that era was a great era for anybody to blow up, honestly.
Yeah, it was a great area. Like, cause like Kim
Because
area.
like it was like so much shit that haven't been done yet on the internet, and you know, like skits and shit. Like nobody was doing that shit.
No,
Like,
a
bro,
lot
you
of
know,
that stuff. But
like,
yes, you're right. No, you're right.
so Nikki, I feel like she did take advantage of, you know, the
She did.
internet.
Like her team, they did take advantage of it, and that's why a lot of these artists like the Kims. They stuck in their ways because they are from the pre-streaming era, internet era. There
Right.
was no internet and stuff when they came out in the early 90s. So it's kind of hard. Like I was shocked to see Brandy at the Ray J boxing match. I was shocked because Brandy don't do that stuff like that. Go to zoo stuff like Brandy. She rarely go live.
After I seen her actually make that video with Ray J, and he had like a Zeus shirt on, and she was like, "I love this guy." So like that was kind of my first time seeing her like actually around the Zeus brand.
Yeah,
you know, like,
that's
you know,
surprising.
like, oh, okay, you know, because they kind of did maybe, you know, raise the eyebrow. I'm like, okay, but you know, like I didn't get to watch that boxing match like that, but I did see, you know, I did see him in Orlando fighting and shit like that. That was hilarious. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that Ray J that Ray J Orlando fight. It was.
And
It's
see, that's what I'm talking about. Aiden Ross took something and built something amazing. Like, you know, as far as like the boxing matches between like, you know, different celebrities and shit like that or whatever. Like at first it was like streamers, you know, and then it started to gravitate towards celebrities. Now more celebrities are even starting to involve themselves into, you know, this boxing matches that he be having. So it's like it's kind of dope, honestly.
it is though. It was fun. I just would love to see them really train and really put in the work.
That would be funny though that they don't be knowing like
It's so funny because I'm like, what kind of swinging? Especially when Chris,
Orlando was swinging this shit.
I'm like, what kind of swinging was he doing? Like, is this real?
Both hands.
Ain't no way. I'm glad it was $5 to go on Zeus because ain't no way I would have paid $49.95 to see no shit like that.
He swung with both hands. Like that shit was crazy. Like, oh my god.
And his body.
But I want to see a big buff dude like in the ring, like the game and motherfucking
Yes.
Who would fight the
the game at 50 Cent.
Oh, the game at 50 Cent. Oh my god, that would go crazy. What? Do you hear me? They could probably make $1 billion off that.
They would make $1 billion. It would be if that would have happened, it would have been packed at the arena. That arena in Atlanta would have been packed.
Man, that shit goes so dumb. You know how many niggas and like the whole everybody would just come out and pop out literally to watch these two dudes.
Then if they put Nicki and Lil Kim in the boxing match, that would go crazy.
That'd be crazy. Or Nicki and Cardi B.
Nicki and Cardi B will be crazy. Like, cause and that's a money maker. They made money that night. They made like they.
I don't want to see that. Oh, I feel so bad. Like seeing Nicki get hit in the face. Bitch, I gotta get in the ring. Everybody want to tell Cardi B ass.
Yeah, everybody tell. Yeah, and see those train. They can make a lot of money. Like it's money on the table for those matches and stuff. Especially for their star power. Then plus for pay per view and all that. Yeah.
Man, like it's so crazy because it's like the fucking Greek world, like the Greek, like you know how the Greeks used to be. This is, you know, fighting. Like this
yes,
is crazy. Like,
they'll make a lot of money, and then put that on pay per view and stuff like. Oh, absolutely. They would eat that up. They would make national, international news. It'd be on ESPN. Like they'll be talking about that.
Okay, what? The Nicki Minaj and Cardi B boxing match.
Do you know how great people from the hood, everybody? If you don't got Zeus, you gonna get it that day. I don't even think they'll put that on Zeus. I think that would be so, but they'll put that on pay per view. I guarantee
you. You gotta have a big fight. So the major fight would be like the game and 50 Cent, and then like the girl fight would be Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, and then they have like a mediocre fight, like a Christian Rock versus somebody. You know?
Because she does. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's money because it's I was when I was watching that fight with Ray J. I was entertained because I'm like, oh, this is good entertainment, good fun and stuff like that. And people were talking about it. And then when I saw Brandy there, I was like, oh, it was so it because that stamped it. Oh, this is serious. Brandy support that. And then Trim,
Yeah, them people place a lot of money on them bets.
they
Like them
do.
bet, this shit is like no joke. Them
Uh
folk
huh.
be betting for real. Like
Because
this shit
back when
crazy.
when Mike Tyson was boxing, we were kids. When Mike Tyson was out doing his thing and making all that money, so we was kids when that was going on. So now this new generation, we looking at Orlando Brown and Ray J. I bet you my mom generation be like, what the f are y'all? That ain't no boxing. The way Orlando Brown was oval, his body is just bad built. It was just terrible. But it was entertaining. It was entertaining. They said Cardi and JT.
Okay.
I was like, I don't like JT kind of fell off to me a little bit. It's hard. Like she need only JT need a hot record. Young Miami got her hot record. Did she? Did we have the?
I did have a conversation with, well, because I'm in JT's Discord, so she would kind of have a conversation, but it's like she was talking about that and how but she said she got songs with Uzi that she know like will blow up, but she don't want to use him. She want her own identity before she
I
push
agree.
those type of records.
I feel her on that. I feel her on that 100%. But if it's a hot record, it's a hot record. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing I love about Beyonce that people need to know. She leveraged her relationship with Jay-Z. Jay-Z leveraged his relationship with Beyonce. So if this is the man that y'all fucking, leverage that. Minus especially if it's a high record, I want to sit on that. Like leverage it.
International, like
yeah, it's like leverage it because remember when what's the girl name Remy Ma and Fat Joe, they made good records. I know they weren't dating, but they just made some good records. Ja Rule and Ashanti made some dope records. So if it's a dope record, release it. I wouldn't sit on it. I'm sorry, I wouldn't sit on it. I want to do it. I release, but I understand what she's saying, and I think it's just her insecurities of it's my man the one, and then hearing them come. But you gotta get out of that. It's about making that money,
right.
especially if it's a hot record. I would love to hear because I'm like, dude, I would love to hear it because like the Young Miami song, I was like, oh, that's dope. Spin that. It's a dope record.
It's so crazy. When she first dropped this song, I streamed it over here, and I said, y'all, this gonna be a hit. Like, I wish I knew what date it is. Like, I said, this is gonna be a hit song. And why? It shit became a fucking hit song. Like, I knew it.
It was a hit.
It was so fucking catchy. It was just
sketchy.
It was like, wow. It was like, but.
Only thing about the song though is the video. She dropped the ball with the video.
Yeah, she is dropping her debut album, so I can't wait to hear that. To hear the features on there, and hear what Young Miami got to say and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be dope. JT already had dropped her, so you think he's gonna do better than Cindy Cinderella?
It's gonna do Cinderella. It's gonna do better than it's gonna do better. And I think if Young Miami, she's gonna have to pull a page out of Cardi B book and promote it and going outside media fans and really push it, not just surprise and dropping on. You gotta hustle to sell. Because what I'm noticing, fans like it when you do those CDs. I mean, when you drop the music and you pick it up from the store. I love to read. So a lot of authors, when they do them book signings, they tour. It was one of them, baby. When I tell you she was Kennedy Ryan was on a tour like crazy, selling her books, and she became a New York bestseller. These artists gonna have to do that too. Hit the ground, pack your bags, go to town, city to city, state to state to promote your record. Don't just drop it and hope that somebody stream it.
Right.
Still do the CDs. And so because people still love that physical copy and you sign it, take pictures and stuff like that, so it boosts you up and sell. That's what Cardi did. So you're gonna have to do that now. People want to see, they want to feel their artists, their faves now. They don't just want to drop it and just be like, oh, they want a connection. And I because I would love to go and meet Young Miami in person. No, I'm just, oh, they said call it A&R Wiley. Like, I'm just being, because I remember when Tyrese had, he had his album. I forgot the name of it. But when he released it, he started going to Walmart, started going to the stores and promoting it in Chicago, everywhere. And it boosts him up in the charts. And I bought the DVD and the album because he was outside. I said, man, I got to go to this store and get this album. I got to, and I did it, and it was dope. And that's how like artists need to start doing that more instead of dropping. Well, my like Fat Lizzo, she should have been outside at all the fast food restaurants promoting her album, all the record stores promoting her album outside, just like when she took a behind to the streaming university. Like, if you had common sense to go there, why you didn't do that to promote your album, and then you want to blame your label? Like, get up out of here.
Yeah, that was a fool. They said, Lizzo, you too old for this shit.
Yeah, like, but I'm like, if she went outside for that, why you didn't do that to promote your album? Because people would have came to it and took pictures and stuff like that. Because like, you can't really blame your label all the time. You got to know how to leverage your celebrity status instead of not just depending on online. It's almost like running for office. You got to have a good ground game and an online game. Her ground game sucked. When Cardi had an album out, no shade, Cardi was outside.
Yeah, Lizzo, it's so crazy. First, like, I really thought, I looked at her a different way. I thought she was going to be a certain type of way, but yeah, she went downhill ever since that case.
Yeah, she went downhill, but you got to build the trust up, and you still got a celebrity status there. And I think honestly, she dropped the ball with losing weight. She should have did workout videos like Monique doing. She should have teamed up with Monique, do her workout videos, stuff like that. You got to leverage what you already doing to the masses, and she didn't. She just dropped the ball, unfortunately. And I'm like, how do I know this? And y'all got all this money, and y'all not paying and paying people. And then I noticed because I heard this from Kim Team, one person on the team. She don't like to listen. So a lot of times they do have the people be telling the right things, but they don't listen because they think I'm the celebrity. I'll pay you. Blah 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 blah. And she flopped.
Yeah.
She flopped. Yeah, they said Nikki got the stop sign and everything. She don't listen to it. Now Nikki, but Nikki, she's in a different space because her fans still will stream her stuff whether she go outside or not. But everybody don't have that Nicki Minaj type of fan base. Everybody don't have that Taylor Swift fan base or Beyonce fan base. That if you ain't like them type of artists, you need to take your ass outside and promote your record and go to these JT did it. It's just that the songs weren't that good. I'm none offense to JT. It just wasn't good. It wasn't no hot record, but I commend her for going to the clubs, promote her music. I commend her for doing that because more artists need to do that. Lizzo should have been at Atlanta Pride. Like, she still got some good records. She still got good songs that she can still perform and stuff like that. She probably gonna have to come down on her performance fee because a lot of the gay promoters can't afford no 300,000 or 500,000. Probably go down and like, okay, give me about 40,000, and I let the DJ play my music and I sing over it. So yeah, okay. But I'm glad we had this talk because this was fun.
Yes, this was refreshing. It sucked. I appreciate it. Yes. Next
And I
thing
know
Nick
it's
gotta
late
start
where you at. It's
singing.
like 9:11 where you at.
Yeah, it's definitely 9/11. I'm over here thinking about food, y'all. Um, they say Nikki gotta start singing on everything. She don't listen to her fans.
No,
What?
Nikki does. I prefer her singing better than Kim. Kim needs to stop singing and actually give that deep voice of something like that. But they don't listen. Nikki, some of stuff I like her single. I just got accustomed to her and use it. But they do need to go back and get a dope ass R&B singer. That's one thing I like about Cardi when she get Kailani, and it's a lot of dope singers. Brandy, Kailani, what's the other girl? Coco Jones. Use them. I don't know if it's not in the budget, but what happened? Remember back in the day, they used R&B singers. Rappers did not sing unless you was Ja Rule, but he did it. It worked for him. It was dope. He didn't sound bad when he sang rap. Then of course Drake. But if you can't sing like that, get an R&B singer to do it. Her singing isn't bad.
That's what I was just saying. Like, it do seem like, everybody is kind of scared to collaborate and shit like that. Like, I don't know. Like, the collaborations just be sucking ass. Like,
Yeah,
nowadays.
but I just don't understand. Like, it's so many great talent, like Patti LaBelle. You still got Donna Rose still living. Shaka Khan. Remember, she just went viral when she did her song.
Through the fire.
Yeah, she just, you see, like, but look at it, paid off. And then they invited her to come back to that same platform because they saw the views and the impact. And so that you just got to get out of your comfort zone and stuff like that. So that's how I understand that why people just don't work with a lot of, like, Brandy Dope, Kalani Dope. She's hot right now. Coco Jones, I love her. Hot, beautiful. I would love to smash that. And she's married to her, but she's just beautiful. But dope vocals. And if get a dope rapper and dope vocal, like, man, Bone Thugs and Harmony, I'll listen to that when I get off here. Bone Thugs and Harmony, just like when Tupac had a singer on there, the gay guy, forgot his name. He had, like, we need to get back to, like, rappers rap, singers sing. Get that, and it will work. Especially if it's a direct. But I like Nicki. I like Nicki. I like the singing stuff that she does. I like the song. She's give me that look, and the pennies coming off. I like that bar. That's like my favorite bar in the club. Cause like I like Nicki because I think Nicki is just an incredible artist, and I hopefully she wins a Grammy one day. And if she don't, it don't take away from her fan base because people would love to have her fan base because her fan base is highly engaged and they still buy records.
Yeah, one thing about the bar, like, she really, Nikki did her big one.
They said Miss Robbie, Miss Robbie still performing. Even Miss Robbie still performing. And like Miss Robbie from Sweetie Pies and all that, and she in her 80s. So what's y'all excuse? And she's got a performance coming up in St. Louis. So a lot of these younger artists, I just don't understand. They're just lazy. No shade. They depend so much on the internet. They depend so much on streaming. Go get the CDs and be like, you must buy a CD in order to take a picture. That's why I love that artists like Chris Brown. They do the meet and greets and take a picture, and people buy it. I don't think he did one in Chicago. I don't think he's doing one now because I guess that tour with Usher is just extremely successful, and he probably don't have time to do like meet and greets and pay like $1,000 stuff like that. But when he was doing it by himself, it was even Bow Wow did it and it was successful. Because people still love. They said, "See, this was cool, not too messy, chill, and still entertaining." Uh, who is He-Man? Who is? Oh my God! I should have said that comment. He-Man, take notes.
Oh my God!
Yo,
that's some shit, Rich. Oh my God!
Oh my gosh! I don't know who that was directed. So, but I like it. But one thing about a show is like you bring topics up, you vibe when you bring topics up. It's so much like it's a lot to talk about. It's easy.
Oh yeah, we know they be just over here be trying to bang with a real.
Yeah, they like to bang. Cause I remember when I told a troll reach out to talk about you. I'm like, what's going on? This ain't Kim. Like, what is going on? Like, they was trying to get like, why y'all trying to troll? Like, I've been doing online shows for a long time since 2011. So it's hard to kind of like bait me with a troll account. I'm gonna reach out to the real person. I'm like, hey, you see this? Like, what's going on? What are these trolls doing? Like, don't play that. But it's okay to argue because sometimes it'd be dope. Like, it'd be dope. But you don't want to argue all day, every day. That get tired.
Hell nah.
Sometimes you just want to chill and vibe.
Nah, I've been I've just been taking breaks here and there. I ain't even been on stage head like I have.
No, I've been taking breaks from YouTube, so I gotta come back. I've been on live for like 3 hours and stuff like that, and then you gotta know what topic to talk about and stuff like that. Like my X account, like it's almost 400 people watching on X. Then YouTube might be like 20 people, stuff like that. But you got to be active and stuff like that because once you get out of the algorithm, it's hard to crack to get back in it. I'm like, oh Lord, but it's ways to do it and stuff like that. It's ways to do it. So you go. My last question is: you going to Pride? Oh, you staying in the house?
I mean, I've been invited to a couple places, so I'm gonna see. I don't know. I gotta. And stuff. They gotta do a photo shoot, but I don't know. I'm trying to see. I got a
Okay.
lot of things I'm trying to plan out.
All right. Well, thank you for allowing me on here.
Yes, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you so much. Like this has been a great
Yeah, now my
show.
friend calling me from the rehab place. Child, I'm not coming up there. Well, he not really my friend. I just want to smash him, but
Oh God.
sorry to pretend like I'm a caring friend. Like, oh, how's rehab? How's this? You still doing crystal meth? Oh, it's gonna be okay. You're beautiful. You're It's all right, but I'm not going over to the rehab place. I'm sorry, it's too far. Because you know, a lot of these people like on these like the crystal meth demon just taking over a lot of people. And I don't want that because I was like, oh no. Well, just what happens is just rolling up the weed and just smoking the weed. Why y'all want to do chemicals?
These folks be doing everything, crack, pills, sticking shit up their asses.
Yeah.
All type of stuff.
Because my friend, he just came from Atlanta. Like, he used to live in Atlanta. And he said he used to do all that stuff, put us on there. I'm like, I can't. I remember once I reached out to a person on Jack, and he was on crystal meth, and he was trying to do it, smoke the pipe. I said, listen, I'm like, you know what? I got to go to work. I can't do this. I got to go. Because I'm like, I'm not about to, like, that crystal, it's I get it because people say, oh, it make you real free. But when it hooks you, when you hook, like I have another friend, he's in prison right now. He tried to run somebody over. I guess he had like a manic crystal meth breakdown. He tried to run somebody over in the car that he stole, and now he's in prison. They put him on probation, but he kept failing the drug test because he kept doing crystal meth. Now he's in a Texas prison, and it's nothing I can do because he's like hooked. He would have a nice body, look good. Now he look like, I'm gonna say this. I know he just passed Eddie Kane Jr. from Five Heartbeats when he came, like when he was on drugs, like hey, life like this. Oh, it's like that's how he look like. He like strung out. He's strung out, and I feel bad for that because I'm like, oh my god, it's like it destroyed. Because at first you do it, it's okay, it's a fun drug and stuff like that, from what I've heard. But when it hooks you and you hooked and you get dirty and stinky and all that, yeah, like that's how. No,
Ain't no way in here they couldn't pay me enough to do no goddamn crystal, man.
Yeah, it's like them, and it's so active in the black communities, like because if you that used to be like the white drug, like the white people did, the white gays would do that. But once all them black dudes started doing with the white gays, they started adapting that culture, just like Hot Rod. He started dealing with Chris Mack. He looked horrible. Like he's homeless in New York, just dusty, crusty looking. Like you wouldn't even know that that's the same person because he looks so old.
I've seen a couple. It's a couple, those content creators and stuff like that. I want to say one name, but I ain't gonna be basic. But they has just has been taking drugs and stuff and just lost their weight, and then they just fucked.
It's sad. No shade.
That shit is.
It is sad.
That's it. Why they call it that? Is it a crystal?
Oh, because
It
the
looks
pipe.
like crystal.
Yeah, it looks like crystal. Because in the end, the pipe maybe because it's like a crystal pipe. I don't know why they call it. That's a good question. Why they call it crystal meth? I don't. It look like but I know it's like almost like crackhead behavior. I can't do it. I can't do it.
What you talking about? Man, but child. Well, I appreciate you, Wiley, so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Yes, you're more than welcome to definitely come back. This on Friday, new music is definitely gonna be here. So we'll do a little streaming party.
Okay.
I appreciate you. Yes.
All right.
This was good.
Okay.
Yes.
I see you, and congratulations on your new music.
Thank you. Yes, I appreciate it. Yeah, new album is definitely on the way before my birthday. Definitely trying to get it out.
All right.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay, let me get it. Y'all, this was so. Oh, did I get it? This was so much fun being on Cam K live.
It was so good.
This was so much fun, being on here. I think we got an update on Lil Durk. Let me see if I can find it. Child, y'all probably had so many updates. I know. I'm over it, y'all. Let me see. I think he got a post. Is this?
Let's to 6 9 out of the way so that we can cover the developments in the Dirk trial today. First off, 6 9 should not talk about the Tory Lanez case. Anybody who understands the Tory Lanez case and should be talking about it understands that if the defense attorney took a 1 week continuance and let Quan take the stand, Tory has a very, very good chance of coming home. And if you don't get that, you can't speak intelligibly about the case. So what are you doing? And then, the whole point about Pooh Shiesty is like, oh, look, he said there's no video. He said there's no video. Look at the timeline. Look at my posts. There was no video when news broke. There was Seti Nash talking about, I seen the video, but this page is not into the gossip and the rumors. We covered developing court events as they develop. As you'll remember, 6 9 we covered your case. And we covered how you had a lot of defenses and you were defending, and there was very little evidence against you. And then we heard how you snitched and cooperated as the ringleader who took a 4K and turned a life sentence into time served while all your homies. Let's get the response to 6 9 out of the way so that we can cover the developments in the Dirk trial today. First off, 6 9 should not talk about the Tory Lanez case. Anybody who understands the Tory Lanez case and should be talking about it understands that if the defense attorney took a 1 week continuance and let Quan take the stand, Tory has a very, very good chance of coming home. And if you don't get that, you can't speak intelligibly about the case. So what are you doing? And then, the whole point about Pooh Shiesty is like, oh, look, he said there's no video. He said there's no video. Look at the timeline. Look at my posts. There was no video when news broke. There was Seti Nash talking about, I seen the video, but this page is not into the gossip and the rumors. We covered developing court events as they develop. As you'll remember, 6 9 we covered your case. And we covered how you had a lot of defenses and you were defending, and there was very little evidence against you. And then we heard how you snitched and cooperated as the ringleader.
Okay, so that
4K and turned a life sentence into time served while all your homies. One more point before we get to the Dirk update. It's crazy that somebody could say that I don't know what I'm talking about or that I'm wrong, when the fact of the matter is, when the entire world, including just everybody, said Diddy is cooked. I sat there from day one over and over again saying they will never get him on sex trafficking. One more point before we get to the Dirk update. It's crazy that somebody could say that I don't know what I'm talking about or that I'm wrong, when the fact of the matter is, when the entire world, including just everybody, said Diddy is cooked. I sat there from day one over and over again saying they will never get him on sex trafficking. One more point before we get to the Dirk update. It's crazy that somebody could say that I don't know what I'm talking about or that I'm wrong, when the fact of the matter is, when the entire world, including just everybody, said Diddy is cooked. I sat there from day one over and over again saying they will never get him on sex trafficking. One more point before we get to the Dirk update.
So that's
crazy.
Anybody else want to call in? Oh my gosh, listen. There's been a lot of subjects been going on. I'm going to show this really quickly. I wish I was in the courtroom for the LIL DURK trial. I wish. And the reason why I say that is because, you get your notes and then you can describe what's going on in the courtroom. When you're not in the courtroom, you have to depend on somebody else review or viewpoint of what's going on in that courtroom. And they may not catch everything. So I wish I was able to be at the LIL DURK trial. I will say this in closing because I know it's kind of late. I do think LIL DURK should get off, but the jury, because it's a lot of white folks on there, he may go down. He may get some guilty. He may get a couple of them charges may be guilty. All right. Do anybody want to call in before I get up out of here? Shout out to y'all in here. I don't even know how many people watching on YouTube because YouTube ain't that many people watching on YouTube. YouTube is kind of low. on YouTube. Let me see. It's kind of on YouTube, but I appreciate y'all on YouTube watching. I got to get back in the algorithm. Oh, Chad went down to 9 people. So we're going to end it. We're going to end it. But thank y'all so very much for watching on streaming it and watching it. Thank you all so very much. Little Black Boy, you beautiful. Little Black. Thank you, Queen, for watching. Thank you. And I'm going to get into other subjects and stuff like that. I just want to stay on this Dirk. But on X, y'all, over almost 400 people is watching me on X. So I thank you so very much. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Deputy. Thank you, David, Queen. Oh, wait, I need to charge this phone up. Thank you so very much to the people that's in here. Thank you. Good night, I'm gonna eat me some. I am so hungry. Little Black Boy, you beautiful. Little Black Girl, you are enough. When times come, always remember to put God first. Talk to y'all later. Bye.